python, grab what I like real fast. Choke until I have everything I attack, everything that I lack, everything that I want, and I see, matter of fact. Cause I'm my own worst enemy, only if I let it be. I can control anything if I can just think carefully. I control my destiny. Deep up in my mind I manifest it. Every
me in the corner of the room, not ready to resume, 'cause like I'm taking, don't wanna be alone, but I'm not in the storm. I'm looking for somebody, I'm looking for somebody.
Oh man, you just started the DLC? I'm so jealous, dude. Because I'm thinking, like, whenever I played it originally, I thought it was just another Assassin's Creed game. And then, like, you get, like, godly powers, and I'm like, dude, what? You get weapons, too. Some of the weapons are so cool. You get new abilities that are just so much better. Oh, man. I think that's kind of what took me off guard the most, is that whenever I played it originally, I didn't know that you got the DLCs brought you there, you know? It was so good. Oh god, another Skyrim reboot, dude? How many? Oh, I don't give a fuck about this. No. No, thank you. Nope. Give me that. Yep. Look, it's the chicken dino. I remember whenever this thing looked like that. Not really. But now it's just a dumbass chicken. Look at that. Evolution was not kind to you. From what I understand, is that it depends on the atmosphere they lived in. From what I understand, that's what determines if the raptor had feathers or not. So, like, it's a lot like how birds around the world, they have different adaptations of it. So, some of them had feathers and some of them didn't, from what I understand. It's weird. Oh, another Minecraft one. They added a lot. They've been adding a lot to the base version of Minecraft. I'm very, very happy to see this. A little bit too late for my taste, but I guess it's better late than never. Oh, there's zombies now, too. What? That's crazy. So there's zombies on horses now. They have zombie horses. Can you tame them? What do you get if you tame a zombie horse? Oh, all the mobs have, like... Oh my god, you could ride a mollusk. What? That's crazy. Camels, too? You want to know something crazy? Minecraft mods have had all of this for as long as I could remember. Man, oh man. Can you ride a pig now? You could ride a pig. Oh wait, no. That's always been a thing. I'm retarded. I'm stupid. You could always ride the pig. I think if you had like a carrot on a stick, you could make the pig go in any direction you want. Oh, wow. Woo. That's fun. Look at those guys abusing their mod communities. This looks good. Oh, come on.
The world is already doomed.
That looks sick! I love whenever gameplay is synced to a beat and a rhythm. I love that. That has to be my favorite thing with any trailer. I love seeing it. I remember whenever Dante's Inferno first came out for PlayStation 3, and they had, hold on. The original Dante's Inferno song that they played whenever the game was being released. Nope, that ain't it. Dante's Infernal original trailer. I don't think I'm gonna find it. Maybe it wasn't even Dante's Inferno. Oh well, I guess. This? Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna find it. It had a really well-known song playing in the background of it. Either way, this looks really good. That's funny. This kind of looks like Mega Bonk. It looks like it plays kind of the same. That's fun. That looks like it's going to be a fun game.
No, I wasn't done, no!
Cooked. There we go. We get weapon reveal.
Ooh, their head popped like a melon. Nice. High on Life 2 is our IGN first cover story game for the month of December, which means we've got exclusive coverage all month long. We've already posted
Let's be honest with ourselves, IGN. It'll probably be the only game.
plenty of new gameplay, and today we're thrilled to announce one of High on Life 2's brand new weapons. Say hello to Travis, the SMG-style weapon voiced by Ken Marino, who you might know from The State as well as Wet Hot American Summer.
Nope,
Travis
never seen
is
him.
one half of a dual SMG pair with Jan. Check out.
That's fucking badass.
Travis is one half of a dual SMG pair with Jan.
That's awesome, dude.
Check out the other half of a heart pendant around his neck, I guess it is. Anyway, they're married, but it seems the relationship has gotten a bit toxic.
Tell you what, you want to be my drinking buddy tonight? I'm not gonna sulk all night just because Jan's not here. Jan's my wife, by the way. Fuck her!
Take a look at some footage of Travis in action, and for more exclusive High on
That's
Life
cool.
2 IGN first coverage, including another weapon reveal coming up soon, keep it locked right here to IGN.
I've been ready.
You can hear them cursing as they're getting shot. The bullets actually curve into the enemies with this gun. That's cool. That's so cool.
Just leave us alone!
What you have to do is build the civilization and then throw all the garbage in the water. This is not as cool as I thought it would be. Boring. I'm actually very no! I'm very excited for this game. Very excited for Wolverine. I'm not too excited for Sorrow, so I don't think I'm gonna play that. Or this. Or that. Or that. Onimusha didn't come out this year? I thought it was coming out this year. Huh. Crimson Desert looks good. The graphics Nintendo Switch. Fuck.
We've got a group of refugees from the neighboring checkpoint. I want you to screen every one of them carefully.
I'm from the central checkpoint. Zombies overran our refugee base.
Oh yeah, we did the demo for this game. I think it's coming out soon. That I looked it up and it said that they're trying to release it this year, but they're not sure when. I mean, they've only got like a couple weeks left. They better figure out what they're gonna do. See, I didn't know it had all this in it. I didn't know that you could actually go in and loot stuff. Damn, that's like a whole different flow to the game. That's really cool.
I'm getting out of here, and I'm saving you, brother. I promised Mom I'd look after you. You do the same for me. This piece of junk won't even start. I need parts. Without a vehicle, I'll never reach my brother.
That looks so bad.
The main checkpoint. I'm the only one who made it. All before the basement back there. Do something.
That's really cool.
I remembered us watching Dawn of the Dead together. How you laughed at the zombie that could fire an assault rifle and throw grenades. I'm glad you're alive, bro. But don't come for me. Don't try to save me.
Oh, what is this?
You ask the same question.
No, thank you. I guess that's it. Okay. Let's see. Actually, I wanted to check that. Hold on. Hold on. I hate that I type in Discord now, and on any browser, like no matter what you type, they manage to put it like seventh from the top because other people pay more. It's like, dude, I typed in Discord. Discord should be at the fucking top of my search. Why am I getting anything but Discord? Come on, Google. Like, what are we doing here? Oh my god, there's so many of these. Whoops. You really think the new God of War's gonna have Kratos in it? I'm not gonna lie, if it doesn't, I'm probably not gonna play it. I'm not gonna touch it if it doesn't have Kratos in it. Yeah, I'm not even gonna bother with it. I don't care. The last God of War was it was okay. It was a lot. Was it Bigfoot vlog time? Uh okay, well, actually hold on. Go to this, that, news. Bro, that video was funny. Massive dividend checks ahead. Tax. Damn, it's already happening. Insidious former FBI director issues chilling warning. Threat? What the fuck? That's creepy. Damn, bro, what's with all the warnings? This is a warning. That's a warning. Parents, you're warned. The first nation in the world bans kids from social media. This is a massive W, but it's also one step closer to online ID. How are you going to enforce this without a form of online ID? You can't.
Speaking of which, Australia is now the first country in the world to ban social media for kids under 16. So
Thank God. Holy shit.
Could we see something like this one day here in the
Bro,
United
there's nothing worse than whenever you're giving your take on a political topic and you get a 17-year-old retard who's never had to pay for rent in their fucking life talk to you about the current state of affairs when it comes to political and economic growth. It's fucking disgusting.
States?
Todd Pyro joins us now to break it all down for us. Hey, Todd.
That is the big question, guys. Good morning to you. This historic ban went into effect this morning in Australia as a way to protect their kids there from the harms of social media.
This is world leading. This is Australia showing.
Boys, we are going to see the beginning and the end. The end of kids being online and the beginning of online ID. This is it. We will be living in an historic moment this day.
Enough is enough. Make no mistake, this reform will...
They managed to get all the kids offline, but then they forget about Roblox, so they're still getting, you know...
change lives for Australian kids and allowing them to just have their childhood. For Australian parents, enabling them to have greater peace of mind.
So here's what the ban does. It impacts almost a dozen of the most popular platforms in the world, like Facebook, Snapchat, TikTok, X, and more, requiring age...
I don't think it will be at all. I mean, you can already only make one account per, like, phone number / email, right? So now that you have your account made, you have to upload a photo ID. And, you know, if you have an account that can only be used, like, let's say you have an account and you have it linked to your email, right? And you can only have one email per account on the entire platform, right? And then you put your phone number on that account, and then you put your ID on that account. Well, now there could only be one person with that ID and that age. I mean, and that phone number. So, like, it would be almost impossible if you were a kid to make an account and have a valid ID if your parents already used it on theirs, you know?
verification.
But, like, you could, in theory, use a VPN, but I'm sure after a certain amount of time, they're just going to start banning VPNs. They're just going to start making them illegal, too. So, I don't think it's that hard to do. I really don't. I don't think that the individual company should be able to have a picture of your ID. I feel like a government, like, third-party website should be the one that verifies it, in my opinion.
To the sites, but if the platforms don't comply, they can face up to $33 million in fines.
Damn! Oh!
This is Australia calling time on social media and the deceptive and harmful design features tethering our children to their platforms.
Well, I mean, like...
We have young Australians who have literally taken their lives as a result of accessing these platforms. So when their lawyer wills back...
I think it's good and bad. I think that it's long overdue to get these fucking kids off the internet. I do. It's because, like, you kids are the ones that gas up people, like what happened with Roger Jackson and Psycho Stu. Kids are the reason why people like Nina Lynn are essaying people. Like, these kids gas up these morons that are effectively ruining their life, like Johnny Somali. Like, we need to get these people off the internet. We do. I mean, that's why we had bum fights growing up. Like, yeah, no, it was fun. It was great. But it's long overdue for reform. That's what happens when you get these crusty old bastards running running the U.S., man. And none of them know how the internet works. But we don't want to put in term limits, right? That'd be bad. We wouldn't want to get somebody in a position of power that might actually know how to run the country.
Do you know about free speech? Well, do you know that we actually have laws, and we expect a company that is providing services in Australia to abide with our laws.
Social media giant Meta, however, says they have consistently raised concerns about this law, arguing, quote, there's a better way. Legislation that empowers parents to approve app downloads and verify.
I agree. I actually do think there is a better way. I do. There's so many other things you can do, like, be a parent. But, that's just not going to happen. So, unfortunately, we have to change the world to conform around these fucktards.
Age that allows families, not the government, to decide which apps teens can access. Despite the pushback from the platforms themselves, it's some lawmakers here in the U.S. say we need to look into.
Yeah, we do. We absolutely do.
I think protecting children is an avenue that should be pursued. I won't rule out.
Shut up, you crusty ass old boomer bitch. Get out of the Senate. Get out of the Senate already. Give it to a younger generation so they could fix the government.
Some sort of limitation in sales or distribution or use of those devices. And I just tell you, parents and grandparents need a helping hand. This is getting out of hand.
I think we ought to look at what Australia...
Parents and grandparents? What do grandparents have to do with this? Why can't you just be a parent? Why is it the grandparents' fault now? Like, what? I'm so confused.
Doing, for example.
If you have a kid and you tell them not to get on a site and they get on a site, you know how easy it is to fix that? You just take away their electronics. You sell that shit to a pawn shop. Problem solved. Oh, but daddy, yeah, I told you not to do something. What'd you do? I'm sorry. No. I'm sorry. I have to do this to you.
Requiring access to these social media platforms to not be available to anybody under the age of 16.
We're going to have to wait and see, though, if Congress ends up taking any concrete action. But you heard there, 2 senators, different parties. There could be bipartisan agreement on this.
All right. Well, you have 2 little girls. What do you think about it, Todd?
I want it. Look, obviously, not the biggest fan of regulations on the whole. A regulatory environment is bad for business. But this is something different. This involves...
I love that. I love that these parents are so busy trying to be their kids' friends that instead of saying, oh, well, I'm the parent, so I don't really care if there's regulation or not. It's my household. It's my way or the highway. And if they don't like it, that's too goddamn bad. I'm so ready for it. It's like he's just trying to find an excuse to get them off the internet. Bro, just take away their electronics. Give them a flip phone. You'd be paying like a fraction of what you were paying for that big-ass iPhone. What does a 16-year-old need with an iPhone anyway? What do you need an iPhone for? I had a flip phone. Whenever I was 16, there were plenty of iPhones around. I didn't want an iPhone, didn't need one. I was too busy trying to get my life together.
The protection of the voiceless, the powerless, that cannot fight for themselves in the halls of Congress. And that's why we need a ban like this. But again, that's just one father's opinion.
All right, thanks. I was looking at some of the officials in Australia, and they were saying, hey, look, we have a ban on you can't drink until you're 18 back there. Then there's somebody now who has fake ID drinking at 16. I'm not saying it's going to be perfect, and there's going to be some people going to find a way around it. but we are going to stay on top of it, just like you got to be a certain age to drive, certain age to drink, certain age to do social media. They said, look, you might have older siblings. They might be finding a way to get you.
Well, there'll be a way around it. I'll tell you how. In our kitchen, we have a TV, and it's always on Fox News, unless if I want to watch something on, I don't know, you can get all the apps.
What a sellout. Jesus.
We have the Apple TV, so you can get all the apps. So how are they going to be able to say, well, Ainsley's older than 16, so she can have YouTube? But how are they going to make sure my daughter is not clicking on YouTube?
I just have to be honest, and maybe because I may be in a minority of this because I'm not a father.
You know, I love what she just said there. If I have an app store on my TV and I have an underage child and an older child, how do I keep my underage child from accessing the TV? You know how? You tell everyone when they're done using it, you know, you be a parent, that to log off of that device. So that way you can keep people where they don't need to be. Now, if the child that's older doesn't log off, then you take away their rights to that TV. And if they log on anyway, you beat the hell out of them and you disconnect the TV and you take the cord with you. Like any parent is supposed to do when they have kids. They're supposed to parent. Just because you give birth to a child does not make you a fucking parent. And by the way, if your child is not ready for the real world when they leave your house, you failed as a parent. FYI.
They're just shit. Okay, so maybe I preference with that. But it makes me uneasy when the government starts saying, like the senator said, sometimes the grandmother and the parents need a helping hand. I don't like that. I don't like the government. I think they're trying to substitute parenting when the parents can make the decision to block all.
Bro, I love this man. He is so based. He is the most based person at Fox. The day they get rid of this man is the day I stop watching Fox.
All apps. They can go onto the Wi-Fi app and block all communication toward these things.
Oh, look at her face, look at her face, look at her face.
Both parents work.
Oh, I love this man.
They get the keys, they go in, they're on their own. You know, so there's got to be, I kind of like it just because there's certain regulations. For example, your kid might be mature, but at 13 years old, you're not going to put him or her behind the wheel. That's not, I don't think that's government coming down. I think you're just having societal regulations. I love that Australia's doing it.
You see, what was crazy is this is how you really drive it home. This is how you really make sure the parents do their part. If your child is found to have an app that they're not supposed to be on, fine them $50. And $50 a day, every day until they show up to court to get it fixed. That's how you fix this real quick. You start making these parents suffer for the kids' actions, you're going to see a big old change. I remember back whenever I was growing up, if a kid fucked up, the parents were the one that went to jail. That's why you got these kids with 111 arrests, 54 car break-ins, still roaming the streets.
Ahead of us.
I agree.
Did you see Republicans and Democrats actually agreeing that they failed? They actually both agree they failed the American the children for a generation. Lindsey Graham, Blumenthal saying the same exact thing. Dick Durbin saying the same thing. So what is Congress?
They didn't fail the generation. The generation did exactly what they wanted. They cultivated a bunch of workers that now no longer have the ability to get jobs and are indentured servitudes because of the student loan debt that you fucks made everybody take out. And they had no idea what the hell they were doing because in school you're not taught what interest is and how a loan works. They did exactly what you wanted them to do, and don't you sit there and lie about it. Don't you sit there and lie about it. You cultivated an entire generation of workers. And now that AI is replacing them, now you failed us? Fuck you.
Going to do about it?
Here's a 15-year-old Australian student reacting to the ban.
We didn't realize it would be this sudden, so we're all a bit in shock still, but since some of us still have our accounts, we're just unsure what's going to happen and how.
They're going to make it to where you have to verify. Duh. That's exactly what's going to happen. They're going to make it to where you have to verify.
Going to ensure that we're not going to be able to access social media, but I think eventually without it, we'll learn how to adapt to it. I think that it does help people connect, especially some people.
They could also make it to where, if you want to make a new account, you have to verify your ID, not necessarily get rid of or lock people out of their accounts that are already made. That would kind of be a nice little, fix into allowing them to get into it,
really have those interactions in real life, and I do feel bad for people like that because I feel like some people who, struggle with in-person connections, it could be easier for them to use social media to their advantage, and I think that especially...
Why are you worried about that at the age of 13, 14, and 15? Why do you care? I remember whenever going to school was your parents telling you to keep your nose in the fucking books and out of someone's ass. Seriously. Like, the whole point of school, I can't stand this shit. I can't stand this whole, well, we fucked an entire generation because of COVID. Oh, they had to stay home. Oh, no one, dude, no. School isn't for socializing. School is so that way you can become something other than a bum. I don't know where this mentality came from of, well, you have to go to school or you become a psychopath. It's very common that people that don't go to... You mean the small amount of people that were abused and, kept out of school by their parents? It's no wonder they became a psychopath. It's because their fucking parents beat the shit out of them constantly and abused them and kept them out of school so that way they didn't go into school. What? Bro, how correlation is not causation. So you mean to tell me that now that there's an entire generation of students that came out of school for a year and a half, they're all going to be schizos now? Come on. Give me a break.
It's quite normalized within the generation. People are just going to have to live without it, and it might be a culture shock at first.
There's going to be a huge information gap. Most of these people of this generation are getting their information from this. You think they're going to start picking up a newspaper?
I think you're right. And let me tell you why. Let me tell you why you're right. Because whenever, me, my mom would just beat the shit out of me. She would. She would just beat the shit out of me. She wouldn't give a fuck. But the thing is now you've got these moms that had that happen to them, and yeah, my mom would always say, because I said so, and I don't think I'd ever say that to my child. I would say, you can either do this for this reason, give an actual reason, or I'm going to beat the shit out of you. That's your choice. There ain't going to be no your way or the highway. Ain't going to be none of this friend bullshit. And then let me get down to the roots. The reason why it has a lot to do with the women is because the men will probably just beat the kid's ass like I would. But usually the mom steps in and is like, hold on, wait, let me try to be their friend. And it's like, you either beat the hell out of them right now, or you beat the hell out of them later. But the thing is when they're under your roof, they're your responsibility. They're your responsibility. It's also your responsibility to be a fucking parent. That's your responsibility.
Watching TV for information. I just think we should think of all of the ramifications of this. I don't think there's ever a substitute for parenting.
But Lawrence, think about this.
Thank you. This man is so good. Don't ever quit your job. This man needs a raise. He needs triple what he makes now.
You're 16 when you're sophomore in high school, maybe freshman.
If you are 16 and you're a sophomore in high school, you fucked up. I'm sorry. There were 13-year-olds that were sophomores. Freshmen, sophomore, 16. No, you didn't fuck up if you're a sophomore. I'm sorry, I got my shit mixed up. No, you still kind of fucked up. I knew a bunch of 13-year-olds whenever I was in high school that were freshmen. They were young, bro. A bunch of smart kids. It was a rich neighborhood, though. It was a super rich neighborhood. I didn't get any of that money, but still, you can't equate, if you are under the age to consent or get your own apartment, hell, even if you're over the age and you're still living in my house, and you sit there and do something I tell you not to do even before you turn 18, I'm still gonna beat the shit out of you. And if you want to bring it out like a man, we'll go to the backyard and we'll fist fight. But I don't want to hear no crying and bitching when I beat the fuck out of you. That's my thing. Yeah, you want to be a grown man? Let's go to the backyard. You can do that in Texas. If two men consent to beating the shit out of each other, they can do that. I will fight my kid any day. I don't give a fuck. Exactly. You don't like how this house is run? Go out and start paying your own fucking bills and have some little bastard breaking shit in your fucking house. See how quick you don't get pissed off too. And then them try to sit there and turn around and say something to you that pisses you off. It's a whole different ball game.
Probably sophomore, so you've just gotten through the hardest time for a woman, for a girl, and that's middle school. At least it was for me. Your body's changing, or your body's not changing, and all your friends' bodies are changing. You feel left out. You feel like the late bloomer.
Oh, you poor thing. You know what I had to deal with in high school? I watched a dude get jumped by 7 people because they didn't know how to control their hormones. They put that motherfucker in a full body cast. That was the last day I went to middle school, bruh. And you sitting here talking to me about how you went through a little bit of puberty? Suck it the fuck up. Imagine going through puberty and then getting your ass beat by 7 people. Bro, there was like fights constantly in middle school. And it was all dudes too. Bro, even the slightest thing, like a pin dropping in the room, is enough to set somebody off. Don't give me this shit.
Whatever it is. Some of them, the boys are starting to be interested in some of the cute girls, and then you feel so terrible about yourself. And so then you go to high school.
Oh, you poor thing. Oh, you must have went to a nice little rich neighborhood, huh? Yeah, you must have had a nice little privileged life, didn't you?
You feel better about yourself. And that's when you're able, as a woman, to maybe feel, okay, I could have a social media account. When you're my age and I look on social media and I see I wasn't included in a party, I say, I don't care. There's another party the next day. You know, I'll be included in something else. But when you're in middle school and you're seeing all your friends invited to something or a sleepover and you weren't included, it's a lot harder to deal with. You're at a different...
You know what that's called? It's called growing up. It's called growing up. You know what happens now whenever you get invited to something and you've worked 50 hours a week? I don't want to go to that shit. I want to go home and do my own thing. I did what other people wanted for 50 hours this fucking week. I'm going to do what the fuck I want now. Fuck you. Ain't nobody got time for that. You know who parties? People who don't have to go and do things they don't want to do for fucking 10 hours a day. That's who parties. People who party are people who have money. It shows you what kind of person and what kind of privilege you've had growing up where you can just go to a party. Oh, don't worry, there's just another party tomorrow. What the fuck you mean there's another party tomorrow? Hello?
Your mind is different than it is when you're in your 20s.
Yeah,
so
hear about it over
delay,
here. Yeah.
delay. I'm fine with it. If it's 16, I'd much rather my
Man,
daughter get on
I
social
was
media.
19. Oh, actually, I was like 18, looking for an apartment. I was 18, had no car, no ability to get a fucking driver's license, walking around like 3-4 miles a day, back and forth to work, trying to find an apartment and going to school. And you want to sit here and talk to me about how you had to choose between going to a fucking sleepover or a party? Fuck you, lady. How are you even supposed... Like, this is what gets these dumbasses in a lot of trouble. Is whenever they sit here and they try to compare themselves to the average person, and then they forget that most of the country is dirt fucking poor. Like, it's not even that they're dirt poor and overworked on top of it. Like, some people should just keep their trap shut.
Than at 14.
I just worry when it comes to these kids that we're going to generate a culture of secrecy now amongst them. Banning things doesn't mean that the kid is not going to be able to access it.
This is very true.
having provoking a conversation with the kids, they're gonna get on social media. That's where all the noise is right now. Government thinking that they can ban something from this. It's like the parents say, oh, ban alcohol, right? Instead of having a conversation about the ramifications of it, the kids just sneak out and still do the alcohol as well.
So you think alcohol should be allowed?
I'm not saying it should be allowed, but I'm saying the conversation, we should be driving parents to have conversation, develop relationships with their kids, even when it's uncomfortable.
Bro is based. Bro is based, man.
But
having conversations with your kids and it being uncomfortable, it's natural. That's just how it is.
Anything doesn't mean that the kid is not gonna do it.
Thank you.
Especially
that's like with these dumbasses that are like, whenever it comes to sex ed, they're like, don't have sex, don't do that. Nah, bro. If I have kids, I'm gonna tell them at a reasonably early age, hey, this is the birds and the bees. You're gonna do it. You're not gonna really care what I say. Use protection, please. Because if you either get someone pregnant or you get pregnant, your ass is out. I'm kicking you the fuck out. You old enough to sit here and not do, like, I'm giving you more leeway than most parents, because you're gonna do it. There's not gonna be a damn thing that I'm gonna say or do that's gonna keep you from doing this thing. Right? It's like, you're gonna do it, you're gonna experiment, it's gonna happen. But make sure you use some fucking protection.
When all the hype is surrounded
I agree with you. They could find ways around it, like Brian was talking about. But if you ban it, it just makes a parent's life a lot easier. We can say it's illegal. You cannot.
You can say it's illegal? What? You acted like you gotta give them an excuse. Why can't I be on my phone? Why you take my smartphone away and give me a flip phone? Cause you're 13. And you shouldn't be online like that. There's too many sickos running around. I don't feel comfortable with you being online. But that's not fair. I don't give a shit. Life's not fair. Sucks to suck. You're a 13-year-old. I'm a 30-year-old. Deal with it. My bills, my house, my phone. You want your own goddamn phone, you go pay for your own fucking phone. How about that? Get a job. Oh, but I have a job. But you still took my phone away. Yes, because you're underage and you're still under my roof. Go get a fucking apartment. Do what you want in your own household. This is my goddamn household. I pay the bills on this bitch. You start paying all these bills, you can do whatever the fuck you want, boss. It'll be your ship to run.
Do that. Now, if they do it on their own, that's something else. But if you're able to say, no, none of your friends are doing it because it's illegal, so you're not allowed to do it either. In fact,
Bro, that is... Look, you see his face. Look at his face. He's like, that bitch really just said that. What kind of parents we got nowadays, man?
can't even log on. If you give your 15-year phone, you register it as a 15-year-old, they can't even download it. It just makes our lives a lot easier.
Look at them looking at each other. They, like, this dude is just done. He's like, no, I'm done. And then he look at him, and then he's like, oh, yeah, I know, right? Like, she is the problem right here. This is the reason why we are going to have online ID. This mental retardation right here. This is the reason why online ID is going to be the way of the future. It's because of parents like her. This is it right here.
Register it as a 15-year-old, they can't even download it. It just makes our lives a lot easier.
She is the reason why Daddy can't beat the shit out of little Timmy.
So much already. And there's
and
homework,
fix the
and
problem.
Tests, and their afternoon activities, and their sports.
I'm Steve Ducey.
I'm Brian.
I love how it cut off right there. You know there must have been a conversation after that. That's crazy, bro. Like, and you notice how the other two, even if it did cut off right there, and that was the end of the conversation, it's because they knew they weren't going to get through to her. They just knew it. Let me grab some water. Here we go.
A story every parent needs to know about involving a growing and deeply sinister online trend. It is called sextortion, and it was the focus of a Senate hearing that took place yesterday that received bipartisan concern.
As a mom, you work so diligently to keep your children safe. And
I highly doubt that. I highly doubt that.
And used to
handing your child the tablet is giving them access to an open world of pedos. Just so you're aware. So if that's what you consider keeping them safe, you're retarded.
home at night and you would lock the doors and you'd be able to kind of exhale. And now the enemy is inside our home.
You know what's crazy? Is that there are TVs now where you have to put a passcode in order to unlock it. Your phone needs a passcode in order to unlock it. Your console needs a passcode to unlock it. Where's the excuse? Oh, but the enemy's in my own home. Yeah, you're right. It's you. You're the one that unlocked your phone and handed it to a child. You're the one that used your money to buy a phone for a child, a smartphone. You're the one that unlocked the console and let them play on it. You guys notice every time I boot up my console to play something on stream, it's got a passcode. You were the ones that letting this person have access to the online. They can't even connect themselves online. You allow them. It's your home.
Has weakened the Kids Online Safety Act bill, in effect decimating the duty of care, which prevents the kinds of abuses and holds the platforms accountable.
The FBI.
I love how instead of making these parents be held accountable for their kids' actions, we're trying to hold these multi-billion, trillion-dollar corporations accountable for their parents' actions. It's crazy.
Referred to
What a world.
sextortion as modern-day terrorism that targets young children, including 15-year-old Bryce Tate, who committed suicide in early November. His father is now speaking out, saying, quote, "They say it's suicide, but in my book, it is 100% murder. They're godless demons, in my opinion, just cowards, awful individuals, worse than..."
You could have 20 kids. You can have 20 kids. And I guarantee you, at least 19 of them are going to die before you realize that if you look yourself in the mirror and ask yourself what you could have done differently, it's going to be the same outcome every time. It's going to be the same outcome every time. Until you can reverse engineer what caused your problem and try to find the root of it coming back to yourself, you will always end up with the same outcome every time. Every time. Come on.
And criminals. Former Assistant FBI Director Chris Swecker joins me now. Chris, the FBI says that there has been a huge increase in these sextortion.
That doesn't make it right. But at the same time, like, if you know that there's a chance that these nasty fuckers are going to be online, why would you give your kid a phone?
Is targeting children. And part of the problem is that parents and grandparents have never heard of this before and don't know that their child could fall victim to something like this.
Apparently this was going around a lot on TikTok. TikTok had a lot of this.
So tell us about what happens in these cases and how these scammers operate.
From what I understand, if this is what I'm thinking it is, they like make a social media account and then a bunch of people are like usually like a group, like 2 or 3 of them that are, they have like their own separate Discord or something like that, or they use like Waze or some weird fucking app, and they like coerce the kid into going there and then like eventually uploading a picture, and then they use that to blackmail them into continue a cycle, and the cycle continues until either the kid gets too old for it or this happens. But again, if you don't know this is going on in your kid's life around some of the most prominent years of their life, that's on you as a parent. I'm sorry, dude. Like, I just can't.
Yeah, Carly, this is a nightmarish crime for any parent with a teenager in the house. Yeah, it is insidious because they're all touching the internet, and there are bad actors on that internet doing bad things. So what these people do, they
even you can't even use the excuse of, well, they need a phone for school now. No, because like the school passes out tablets now that are like child safe. You can't even go to sites without the school district knowing, and then like getting them into a lot of trouble. I know because someone I dated for 5 years was talked about how the tablets worked. Even in their own home, if they try to access like a site they're not supposed to, the district automatically gets a ping and they get into a lot of fucking trouble. A lot.
Usually someone from overseas, Western Africa or Eastern Europe, they reach out to mostly boys, young boys in their teens, and pose as a young girl, a little bit older, and they enter into a dialogue. They do some grooming there where they've already done some research on the victim, and they know where they go to high school, their activities, their friends, and that sort of thing. So they groom them for a while, and then they get them to send pictures of themselves, and then they have the victim send pictures of themselves. And then it turns into an extortion, and that happens very quickly. It goes down real fast. They create a sense of panic. There have been over 30 suicides over this, and the FBI has had over 13,000 reports of sextortion. So as it escalates, they extort money, and if they don't send money, they really start pushing them actually to commit suicide. They make them feel worthless, and it's sort of part of the pressure tactics that they use.
That's crazy.
So it's an insidious crime. Parents really need to educate their teenagers and their children about how this goes down. It's critically important.
Tamia Woods spoke at the Senate hearing yesterday on online safety for children. Her son was 17 years old. His name was James. He was 17 years old in 2022 when he committed suicide after falling victim to sextortion. Take a listen to what she had to say.
What I would say to children is be vulnerable one more time. I don't care what it is. You speak up. You say something. You stand up for yourself, because we can make sure that we have your back no matter what. I would give anything to have my son.
You know why these people don't go to you? Because they don't see you as a protective figure. That's why they don't go to you. They see you as a friend. Because you treat them like they're a friend. That's the problem. When you show discipline and you show leadership by taking that discipline out on them, and you show them right from wrong, and you be a parent, guess what happens? You raise a pretty damn good kid. And they can go to you for anything when they get in trouble. I think that you can be too lax as a parent, and you can be too much of you can cross the line and be too ass-beady, I guess that's the word I'm looking for, too much of a disciplinary. But if you can't find that as a parent, that's on you. Don't put that on the kid. Don't put that on anybody else. That's your responsibility. Every day you wake up, you should be trying to sharpen and polish yourself for everyone else around you, including your kids. It's not I've had kids now, I'm good. Nah. Your journey's just begun.
Back. And he was described as a standout athlete and a happy kid. And it took just 20 hours, Chris, from James going from perfectly normal to this happening to him, and then him taking his own life. And the FBI has its focus on a sextortion ring known as 764. It's become the focus of the FBI's attention. Can you tell us about this ring and who these perpetrators are?
Yeah, this particular ring is out of Nigeria. And the perpetrators are just Nigerian scammers. They've been known for scamming, conducting cyber scams for...
Big surprise. What is it that I had said yesterday? I wanted about the conflict of interest with that African man. He was obviously African. He had an African accent, working at a place where they're supposed to catch fraud from foreign countries. Don't you find that a little problematic?
For years and years and years. They have some accomplices in the U.S., they call them money mules, that accept the payment or facilitate the payment. And it's usually somewhere between $100 to $500 in the end. And these teenagers don't have much money. But they, it's so pervasive across.
I don't know about you, but I ain't never had no fucking $500 to just send somebody as a kid like that. What the fuck? How these kids getting that money?
The country, one particular ring got over almost $7 million across, thousands of victims. So, as was mentioned, it goes down really fast. They escalate things. They threaten to send, they extort them. It's a traditional extortion scheme, but it's not bricks and mortar based. It's all over the internet. They get into gaming sites. They get into anything that touches the internet, a tablet, a phone. And again, this is something that you really have to bring up with your children. Yeah. I talked to my grandson about it last night, and it was an embarrassing topic. They don't want to talk about it, but you have to get them aware. Awareness is the biggest defense here. They have to know what goes on, and they have to be willing to tell their parents if something is happening.
Absolutely, absolutely. And that's what Bryce Tate's father said. He said that his child knew that he could come to the mom and dad with anything, but they didn't talk about this specific thing. So because they didn't know about it. So awareness is so important.
I love it whenever parents say that shit. They know damn good and well that kid couldn't have went to him for everything. Bro, like, if the kid didn't go to you for that, it's because he didn't feel that way. That's why. Like, at what point do we stop trying to pad the world for bad parenting? Seriously.
Are an incredibly important line of defense here. If you have this,
that doesn't make these fucking scammers any better, but like at the same time, come on. Let me tell you something. As a firefighter, in order for there to be a critical failure, there are a lot of things that lead up to a critical failure. You know what? I won't even use an example. Let me tell you what really happened here. The kid was obviously too scared to go to his parents because he did do it before. Not like the whole like online thing, but he probably had drugs or did some alcohol and his parents found out and they were way too harsh on him. Or he did something he knew he wasn't supposed to do, like a kid does, and they were way too harsh on him. And they are always trying to tell him what to do, and then instead of giving a reason for him not doing it, they would just say because. And what ended up happening was he felt like he couldn't go to his parents with anything. And then he ended up getting roped into this because he's a teen. And he ended up taking his own life. It's really sad to see, but a critical failure doesn't happen from one point. It happens from multiple points, even on the fire field.
Conversation with your child, as Tamia Woods indicated, lives can be saved because this is a terror threat that isn't.
That should say everything you need to know. Like, if this kid was acting funny for like a week or 2 weeks or even a couple days, and the parents didn't once go up and ask them if something was bothering them, it goes to show how aware they were of their own child. It tells me that they were more worried about controlling him than teaching him. There's a fine line with that. And you cross the line whenever you got a rebellious kid on your hands because you're no longer trying to teach them, you're trying to control them. And then I love it when the parents are like, I was never controlling the da-da-da, and it's like, would you have allowed that kid to leave your home the minute they turn 18 if they got a good job and they were looking for an apartment to try and move out and do their own thing? Would you let them? Or would you try to sit there and say, no, that's a bad idea, you should stay here, you should... No, don't worry about that job. Do this job. No. If you can't even accept the fact that your child has a job that can support him, and it may not be the job you want, you haven't accepted the fact that that is no longer a child, that's an adult. You are controlling. It's a whole nother human being that you are trying to control. And a lot of these kids don't know any better, especially now, And then they got these controlling ass parents, and it's like, you a grown ass adult. They're not gonna be there forever. They're gonna die, and then you're gonna have to be paying for that house, and you ain't even got a job. Like, what's the mentality here?
Far away. It's in every child's pocket, so it's a good conversation to have, and it's a horrific trend. But Chris, thank you so much for joining us, so that you can raise awareness as we continue to explore the horror.
There's just so much with that, man. Hold on, what do we got here? We got anti-ICE protesters.
Well, a city council meeting in New Orleans descended into chaos. Now, this comes on the heels of Operation Catahoula. Operation Catahoula Crunch was led by Greg Bavino, head of Border Patrol, or at least an official there. Greg Bavino told me on Saturday in America he had a new operation coming this week. And then days later, we have an ICE operation in New Orleans with the goal of arresting 5,000 illegal immigrants.
Get them out, boy!
Bringing safety, security to the city of New Orleans, much like what we've seen in Chicago and across the country. Well, there are some folks in New Orleans who are not too happy about that. They interrupted the city council meeting, demanding ICE-free zones, shouting, "Shame on you, let the people speak." And one protester was actually forcefully carried out. We have that moment. Let's watch it.
Yeah, buddy. Man, what a bunch of clowns. What are you doing? Come on. The people did spoke. They voted for this. Get out.
You know, Lisa, I really feel many
What a
of these
joke.
protesters
Bro, they
are
picked his ass up and carried him the fuck out.
badly
The
informed
shoes up
about
in the
what's
air.
happening. Vast
Ass up,
majority
face
of
down, baby.
criminal records. We've seen what happened to Laken Riley, Rachel Morin. Safety is the preeminent concern of Greg Bavino and the folks leading this operation.
Yeah, and I'm glad you said that, because they are being manipulated, and they're being intentionally manipulated by the media as well as people on the left, because they want the folks at home, they want these protesters to believe that it's just that ICE is coming in and just rounding up women and children, and they fail to tell the American people that 70% of the individuals who are being deported either are criminal, look at that intensity going on right there, are either criminals or pending charges. And even some of these individuals in New Orleans, you've got home invasion, armed robbery, grand theft auto, and rape as well. But those are the stories that are not told to the American people. And that's why, you know, in the process of all this, the left has been putting a target on the back.
I don't know. I feel like most of the people that did this are just dumbasses. I mean, could we really consider them to be Americans? Why don't we just consider them to be like quarter Americans? Like, they're like a quarter of an American. Like, let's be honest here.
Of ICE agents. We know that some agents and officers have had bounties put on their heads to be kidnapped, to be murdered. We all saw what happened, unfortunately, over Thanksgiving week with the National Guard members as well. And so, unfortunately, the left, in an effort to manipulate and to propagandize, are putting our law enforcement agents in harm's way as well.
I think you're right to make that connection. You know, Carly, Bavino told me that you'll have a left-winger out there calling us Nazi or any of these named masked agents. And then he said within hours, the people on the streets...
Whenever I hear someone call someone else a Nazi, I immediately disregard everything they say, because you don't know what a Nazi is. And it's obvious. You have no idea what a Nazi is. You have no clue. And you saying that tells me everything I need to know about you.
...interacting with are repeating it. So it is having a tangible effect.
Yeah, you know, I spoke to Jonathan Thompson of the National Sheriff's Association this week, because he spoke before a congressional hearing on the war on badges, on how much of an impact rhetoric really does have when it comes to sparking this type of violence.
Of course it has an impact. Why do you think people are getting shot and killed now? It absolutely has an impact. That's what happens when you get these idiots gassing each other up online. It absolutely does.
See in real time on the streets, and there is a correlation. And he brought up the fact that there were 38 deadly assaults, ambush attacks, deadly,
on officers so far this year across
That's
the country.
crazy.
That means 38 families who do not have their loved ones because of these ambush assaults. So something is sparking this violence. And I do think that there is a deep correlation between this type of rhetoric that we hear in Washington.
Oh yeah, I mean, like, look at all the guys that, look at Mangielone, look at the guy that went and killed Kirk. The people that tried to shoot Trump, they all talked about it on like social media sites before they went and did it. How's the FBI not monitoring this?
Really careless speech, demonizing law enforcement officers.
Like, if you have, I'm gonna kill, and then someone in a political position, in the same sentence, the FBI should be knocking on your door. Seriously. They should be.
We're trying to keep people safe. This operation was welcomed by state leadership in Louisiana. And the reason is because the immigrants that they are going after have extensive criminal records, but were let back out onto the streets. So you get those people off the streets, you let the people who are being harassed do their job, and everybody is safer as a result.
Ari, and you have these brief moments where the media pauses and acknowledges, oh, there was a terrorist attack at an ICE facility in Dallas with anti-ICE messages on the bullets. And they pause for a moment, then they go right back to platforming some of the most dangerous voices and dangerous rhetoric that affects our ICE agents.
Forget the media on this. The left-wing media is part of the why people try to come to America illegally. They think they can get away with it. But I want to step back from this. I'm a first-generation American. My mother is an immigrant to this wonderful country. She came here legally. What I cannot stand, as somebody who knows that immigration is good for America, it makes us a better country, a richer country. I cannot stand the idea that people think they can come to America illegally. If they came to America illegally, that they think they can stay in America illegally.
Amen.
And then moments like this, when I see people protesting to let these people stay illegally, they should be active. They should be said to be acting illegally when they disrupt a courthouse like this. No, if you came here illegally, it is ICE's job to remove you. That is part of why people come here. They come here for rule of law, law and order, safety and freedom.
Yep.
And if you violated that at your very first act by coming to America illegally, you are not like my mother. You are not an immigrant who came here to love this country, be part of this country, and honor and respect its laws.
You came to change it.
You're not the same immigrants who built this country.
Maybe sit down and have that
Bro,
dialogue
that
here
was
at the city council meeting instead of-
completely based to the core. W. That was based.
One of the messages sent to my son, and I quote, "I am more determined to rot your life than to make it a waste, a trash can."
Oh, it's that one again. I feel like we talked about that enough. Okay. So, with the threats that happened on FanFan, the guy, I guess, came forward and said who it was that threatened or made, quote unquote, the threats. And it blew up into a shitstorm.
Is now receiving death threats after talking about the Streamer Awards bathroom incident, including.
So, apparently he heard this guy, he was using the bathroom at the Streamer Awards, and the guy was, I guess, in the stall, and then these people walked in, two guys, and one of them was like, "I'm going to essay FanFan, I'm going to beat her ass, da-da-da-da-da," and then the guy walked out of the stall, which is him, the stock guy. Asked one of them if he was good or whatever. That guy walked out, and then the other guy that was there was like, "Yeah, he's just, I don't know, crashing out or whatever," right? What I don't understand is why the stock guy waited until the next day to say on a stream, instead of informing the staff there that they might have a security problem. Why wait until the next day to inform everybody on his stream, by the way, that he heard that instead of letting staff know? And then on top of that, the guy that is in the accusation apparently has a history on Kai's stream of kind of doing some not good stuff. So let's get into this.
Threats saying, "We know what state you live in." Well, yeah, obviously.
Threats?
Yeah.
I have people saying, "Oh, I heard that you live in Delaware now. We gonna find you."
Jesus Christ.
Okay? People will will lose their minds over this shit. Wrong person, even if there's a 1% chance,
defamation, yeah.
then I'm a fucking pussy.
And
then I'm a piece
you're
of
an
shit.
asshole, yes.
You know, pussy. If I'm not 100, and I mean 100% sure of exactly who somebody is, because I didn't know any of these people before, I still don't know them.
Right.
I'm not going to say something if I'm not 100% sure, because if I put what happened to the wrong person, even if there's a 1% chance,
defamation, yeah.
then I'm a fucking pussy.
And
then I'm a piece
you're an
of
asshole,
shit.
yes.
You know why?
Yeah.
Because now you're actually dragging somebody who might not be real, putting something and attaching it to their name from your mouth to them. And that's worse than anything else.
He's right.
If you're not 100, and I mean 100% sure exactly who it was to a T, you don't do that thing. Yeah, these people, we had fun doing this. Oh my God, I remember this one thing, that their own self-fulfillment. They don't care about anybody else. Nobody.
Thing I said that are going out there saying shit like this, like if you're making death threats on the internet, I think that you need to take a vacation from life, right? You've got to go to jail or something like that for a while. Then the reason why is that I don't really see the reason why us as a civilized society have to tolerate such antisocial, abusive behavior. Yeah, I really like, okay, there it is. This I want to know about more behavior. Please don't accept what Des said here.
So this is the guy that he said did it right here. He posted this and said he's 99.9% sure this was the guy.
Responded to making Diddy.
This is what stirred up the shit show.
Jokes towards Kai. Okay, here it is. Look what Des said here as well.
A nigga play with my man Kai Snap, I'm gonna play with they fucking life. A nigga play with my man Kai Snap.
Like, freaking event trying to act like this? Jesus Christ. What a fucking So the joke wasn't a joke since it portrayed him as being Diddy multiple times, try to play victim, get empathy for people. So this guy, what a weirdo. And so anyway, apparently there's even more of this that's no, it's not this. Yeah, here it is. So this is the same guy. Old footage of Kai Cenat friends Des threatening to smack all of his friends.
Mila, Celine, him, or me. Or me. I don't give a fuck about nothing. Fuck all of them. I Snapchat both of them bitches. What you gonna do to me? Nothing. Come on, nigga. You're not gonna slap my bitch. I slap on my dead grandfather. I would slap. You care about your bitch? Hello. You're not smacking my bitch. There's no way you smack my bitch. That smack my bitch in front of me? I must be pussy. Right. Gotta be. I must be. Gotta be. He ain't smacking my bitch. Gotta be. Gotta be. A nigga ain't smacking. I will bring Mila in front of you. You can't say a nigga ain't smacking.
I don't really take this one serious, but there's like more that are obviously problematic. This just looks like a bunch of guys messing around.
Wait, this is him again getting mad? Wait, getting mad at Target employees?
Yeah. That nigga need to be with his kids. Oh. Come on, he do be with his. It's hot outside. You got on boots and big ass jeans though. That's my thing. You look like Duke Dennis. I'm at work. You snapping? You drunk? Dirty ass locks. Duke Dennis is crazy. That's it, bro. That's crazy. Like, snap? Why she snapping my man though? Like my nigga don't be with his shit.
That's big deal.
I don't know that.
That big of a deal. The last one wasn't that big. It's not that big. Take that seriously. And so it's just weird, bro. Here's more. Breaking up.
Here we go.
To break up a heated argument.
So this guy is currently suspended on Twitch because he tried to do like a Nina Lynn on Twitch where he was trying to steal stuff. Allegedly, he had his assistant put the flowers back, but he didn't show that on stream just to give the impression that he was actually stealing stuff, but he wasn't. Or he was, I don't know. Either way, he's suspended. But at the time of this stream, this is Kai's stream, by the way. This is during the Mafia-thon that he did this year, funny enough. Or, when was this? It's not Kai Des being aggressive and using a slur. This couldn't have been this year because the Mafia-thon, because I think supposedly he was. So the guy in the blue is underage. He's a minor, and that's him right there, right?
Between Rakai and Dez.
You pussy little kid.
Hey, that's Kai. That's the guy that got called Diddy.
Hey, Yo, what up? Yo. Stop.
Not supposed to say that.
Whoa. Go in there.
You see how Kai's a businessman, dude. Like, he doesn't care. He wants to get this sorted. Kai is very like business oriented. He doesn't do the drama thing. He doesn't. It's very obvious.
Go in there, bro. Stop. He's a kid. Des, calm down. I know, but just calm down. I'm that calm. I just go over there.
It's crazy that you would even want to have anything to do with a guy after this, right? Because, like, this is Mafia-thon 3, right? Yeah, this is 3. Is I think about the situation that he puts Kai in whenever he can't even control the words coming out of his mouth. Like, he's putting Kai in a situation that puts his career at risk. It's like you're really like, and I understand, like, you want to put yourself at risk, you want to get in a fight with somebody else, but Kai really is a third party. This is supposed to be your friend. And, like, you're going and saying shit like this, trying to start drama.
Well, the issue is that the guy in blue, he is a minor. This guy is not. The guy that made the threats is not a minor. He's not. But it shows you the kind of mentality that this person is, that they're not willing to be an adult long enough to deal with, what is effectively a dumbass kid. Instead of even feeding that kind of, because, like, there's never going to be a time where you're going to walk up to Timmy that's 13 or 14 and he's sitting there verbally assaulting you, where putting your hands on them is going to be okay. But I will absolutely defend if that little bastard puts his hands on you and you fucking face plant him into the ground. That's different. But being the aggressor towards a 14 or 15 or 13-year-old, that's just not okay.
He's a liability. He is. And
Asman's right. Like, why would you want somebody on your podcast, especially if you've got Kai's got so many advertisers, dude, it's not even funny. He's making a killing. And not to mention with all the viewers that watch him constantly, why the hell would you want somebody that's a liability like that on your podcast at all?
He didn't even apologize, right? He didn't even apologize at the time. And so it's just so weird.
I'm mad at Hepler.
That's your man.
Calm down. Wait, calm down.
Right. Bro. Fuck all your men.
Come on.
Grown ass
You hear all the slurs, dude? Like, Kai, like, never curses like that.
Pause this. I wonder why this happened, because I bet it's even dumber than this conversation.
Oh, it always is.
I bet somehow it's something that's even dumber than weed.
Don't show my man.
Why you say that?
All your man's pussy. And fuck where you from, nigga. I'm from Brooklyn. What you want
To give you an idea, Kai was a normal person, poor like everyone else. He lives in a basketball player's mansion right now. Like, he made it, and it's pretty much famous. He had LeBron James on his podcast, or not his podcast. It's like a streaming thing, okay? He had Kevin Hart. He had a lot of people that are super famous on his stuff. Super famous people.
Okay then. Bro, come on, man. Big New York City, not upstate New York. Big New York City. New York City.
I'm about to save my money. Man. Relax.
This is where Kai,
Kai just doesn't want anything to do with it.
Fucking 16.
Like that's it. Kai. That's the reason why, like, when you saw that joke be made towards Kai, he didn't say anything. I guarantee he wanted to, and I guarantee you he probably punched a wall or something when he got back. But you're never gonna see that from Kai. Kai is a businessman.
At the time, this guy's trying to punk his 16-year-old.
So it's his mother. That's the 6-year-old boy that she raised. Bro. So that's his mother. Don't go, bro. What? It's your protege.
Honestly, he can have a heart attack.
Getting all worked up over what? What could work somebody up this much?
Like, if you're going, you doing it, you can have a heart attack. But this is bad.
No, he shouldn't. You're right. Well, like, some of them are pretty cool. Like, the guy that took the mic and was like, if you're going to make jokes, didn't make good jokes, that guy's actually pretty based. He is. I've seen a few of Kai's streams. I think that he's awesome, dude. Kai is awesome. And it's just kind of sad to see, even if you're famous like this, like, he's not internet clouded. He in a sense is famous. He can go to a store and people will like swarm him. He has to have security with him constantly. He's in a sense famous. Like, to have somebody like this guy's a liability. He's absolutely a liability to Kai.
It's bad. This is not like, yeah. No, he's calm. Yeah, for sure.
Dad, get the fuck out my face! Go in the bed! You're bugging, gang! What a bro! Come on! He's 16!
You saw how Kai sat there and just let it kind of, like, he was hoping that the pot would simmer, right? But it just kept boiling. It's like, dude, like, let it go. Let it go.
16 crashing out on a 16.
Like, everyone's done some dumb shit as a 16-year-old, man. It happens. It happens. You may not even think that it's dumb right now, but you're going to be looking back at that shit in like 20 years and be like, damn, that was stupid.
Look out. Y'all homies broke as fuck in the hood. Come on, get your bitch out the hood, bitch. Come on, bro. He's really weird, gang. Come on, they dragging it, bro.
Now you only said that because what?
He also, I said I put 30,000 on his fuck.
This is a big one.
Back at it.
But even Kai is rolling his eyes, man.
These two guys, look at him, bro.
They just done with it, man.
Oh, everybody's like, are you fucking kidding me? Oh my god. Oh, just shut the fuck up. They're so tired. Everybody is over this.
Head, because he said he gonna kidnap me,
And I said,
fuck up. You said that in the car.
You gonna put 30,000 on my head, and I'm gonna kill you right now. If you put 30,000 on your head.
Talking about nothing, bro.
You know what's kind of crazy is that they don't ever, like, I want to say this and clarify this. They don't act like this. They don't. They actually do some really fun stuff on stream. They do. They all come together and they have a ton of fun. I'm actually kind of surprised I missed this during the Mafiathon. I did not know that this happened. Like, they don't ever get at each other's throats, ever. So I'm very shocked to see that this happened. I am. I'm genuinely shocked.
What the fuck is going on?
Nothing. You say you're gonna put 30,000 on He said he's gonna kill me and kidnap me first.
Punga said that the whole time.
Say that. Punga? Words about my life, he said that first.
I don't even know what they're saying.
First.
Punga said that the whole time.
Say that.
So, like, I guess, because he's the minor. So, like, he's saying that this guy was going to kidnap him and kill him for going to a football game? I think that's what I deciphered out of that.
Words about my life, he said that first. On my mother's life, he said that first.
What the fuck are they even saying?
You even called your man saying, "Oh, yo, tell me how I get.
There was some dirty niggas who said I was scared. That's what I did. He called over boys. Watch this. Watch this. 30. Fuck up, fat. Look.
Oh, come on, get out.
Yeah, he said the F word there. He said the FAG word. That is highly bannable on Twitch. You cannot say that word on Twitch. You cannot say that word. And bro just said it in front of, like watch Kai. Kai's gonna have to step in now. He's gonna have to make a formal apology because of that.
Get out. Get
Yep.
the fuck out, gang.
Yep.
Get out. Oh yeah, get out.
Honestly, based. Because even if you, like, the thing is, like, even if you think that, like, it's okay to say that word, Twitch doesn't think it's okay to say that word.
Yeah,
right?
it's an instantaneous ban.
And so he's really putting Kai in a situation.
Why would you want somebody on your stream that's that aggressive and is willing to say whatever it takes to, like, you don't want somebody that is going to be a train wreck to have someone like that on your stream.
Doing this to your friend, you're putting your friend in a situation where you this is like going to your friend's job and then acting a fool at their job.
It does. You're right. It does take one of them.
It's crazy. And it's actually kind of funny that that's the only word I really could hear.
It was really clear. They muffled it because it's not. I was actually concerned. I was like, I hope he doesn't show that, but He showed it on stream yesterday, but I was like, I really hope he doesn't show that shit because I don't want to get fucking banned.
Know what the fuck they were saying after that? I could hear "Get Out," but I didn't know what the fuck they were saying. But I could hear that. It's about sponsors, yeah. That's not friend. I don't know why they brought him. Honestly, like, bro, I would, yeah. Like, that's somebody that needs to be on the list where it's like they got a page and it says, no, nope.
Get out. Oh yeah, get out. Oh yeah, get out.
No, like if they want to, like if personally, if I was Kai, I would probably bring him back, behind the cameras and stuff, and have a talk with him and be like, you look, man, especially with the current drama that's going on with that guy saying that he had said, some bad shit in the bathroom like that. Like I would be like, dude, I'm gonna have to let you go. I'm gonna have to let you go for right now because like the heat's too high and I got all like Kai's making a business and he's got a liability and he needs to cut that liability before that liability makes him lose people.
Oh, yeah,
Sponsors and money.
Oh yeah, get out. Oh yeah, get out. Oh yeah, get out. Oh yeah, fucking get out. Oh yeah, get out, gang. Why is Rakai talking like that though? Why is he talking like that?
Rakai had a new crash out.
Why are you even calling niggas from Syracuse? What are we talking about?
They're trying to act like fucking. This is the thing. Is like they're trying to act tough.
Like Kai is that kind of person. When people like meet him at the store, he will buy their stuff for them. Like people will be handing him stuff. Like he got like this shampoo, right? That he got on like a front end cap of an aisle, and people were handing him the stuff to pay for, and he was paying for it. Like that's the kind of person Kai is. Kai is a businessman. Like then he stood outside of the store for like 30 minutes and signed the bottles for people that like were all there. There was a shitload of people there too. Like that's the kind of person Kai is. He even like they went to a nice like a rodeo shop. And they got all dressed up because they were going to the rodeo, and Kai paid for all of his stuff. Paid for his stuff and everyone else's stuff. They all got dressed up in cowboy attire, and he paid for all of it, man. That's the kind of person Kai is. Like, that's what they do. That's what they do on their stream. They get all dressed up. They have fun. Like, it's almost like a reality show, but, like, it's live. And you get to see the whole thing, even them driving to and from. And it's like, why would you... If you were part of that stream... Why the hell would you put yourself in a position where you sitting there getting frustrated with you willing to throw it all away for a 14 or 16-year-old? What are you doing? How are you getting that mad at a 16-year-old? I don't know. It just seems like such a frivolous thing to throw your life away over. It's so stupid. And then it's real bad for Kai because he could lose sponsorships by keeping that clown on.
Because they're on the stream, they're on the show, and they've got to, you've got to put out
like Kai is not like that. Like everything that you've seen, like you could tell what kind of person Kai was because of like whenever he had that joke dropped on him, you notice how he didn't say shit. He didn't say a damn thing. That's the kind of person Kai is. He's willing to suck it up for business. He is.
Right.
He's genuinely a good person.
That guy far more than I did yesterday, bro. Yeah, man. Man, this sure seems like a pattern, huh? This is embarrassing. Like Rakai, like I give Rakai a pass generally. I do. He a kid. Think about how much of an asshole Speed was back then. Oh my god. Think about how much of an asshole I was back then.
Yo, let me give you an idea of how quick the space can change. iShow Speed got permabanned for something that he did before he had turned 18 on Twitch, right? He got unbanned this year and won Streamer of the Year. Think about how crazy that is.
Oh my god. So I don't really, for now, yeah, like I do. Like, I mean, I don't really take it that seriously because he's 16, 17 years old. I get it. Like, I understand that. But like, if you're getting rage baited by a 16-year-old and you're putting your friend's career at risk, I think that really it's not the 16-year-old's fault, man. It's not.
Mm-hmm.
It's embarrassing. Rakai is bad. Yeah, he is. Of course he's bad because he's a kid.
It's kind of
and also, like, by the way, has it ever occurred to you
The last thing you want to do if you come across a kid like that is feed it. Just ignore it. If you like, I'm fine up until someone puts their hands on me. Then I'm gonna fucking beat someone's ass. But like, if they just yelling at you and saying stupid shit, just ignore it, man. Especially if it's not true. If it's not true, then just ignore it. But if it is true, and that's the reason why you getting all upset so quickly, your ass needs to take a vacation, buddy.
The reasons why he's bad is he's surrounded by these other fucking morons. Has it ever occurred to you, like, maybe whenever you're surrounded by a bunch of people that are, like, constantly yelling at you and, like, fucking doing this shit constantly, that, like, and again, like, I don't put this on, like, Kai. I'm not putting this on it. I'm saying, like, and the reason for him, the reason why I'm giving him a bit of a pass is because he's literally underage.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's a really,
there's a reason why you can't make decisions when you're underage. Like, it's obvious.
He should be better. Yeah. I mean, literally, he's underage. And it's probably not like this started as soon as he met Kai, right?
No way.
This culture creates character.
I guarantee you he was doing that shit behind the scenes. You just didn't see it.
So you're around people like this, you're going to be like this. It's bad. Honestly, I feel bad for him. No, I do not give him a pass. The difference between you, Speed, and Rakai is that you and Speed kept your young, stupid ass at home. True? No. I'll lay it out there. I never did this stuff on camera.
Nothing.
If I was, I'm not the would be being annoying at Walmart for gas. I'd just like fucking throw it like as hard as we could. It's at like 17. A friend that's had a history and
Oh, you crazy? Go get changed. Leave him alone, bro. Leave him alone, bro. Leave him alone. You still friends with a corn ass like that?
He's
There's another scene of this, dude. Like,
kill me.
At the football game.
Two weeks ago. I'm saying I got 3 sisters and a mother. You are.
The thing is that, again, like I would. So this is the guy, right? And this, honestly, this is them talking about it. Let's see what they're saying.
It is once you are like talking about SA, I can't respect that. Like I can't respect that. Like you know what I'm saying? I got 3 sisters and a mother. It is once you are like talking about SA. I can't respect that. Like I can't respect
just because you have 3 sisters and a mom doesn't mean that like I'm fairly certain that everyone who's SA'd somebody has a mom, right? I mean, that's kind of like the basic fundamental. That you trying to use that as a cop out of not doing that? Like that's not gonna work.
Like you know what I'm saying? I got 3 sisters and a mother. I can't respect that. You know what I'm saying? Once you talk about SA, I can't respect anything like that, bro. Because I would never want that to happen to my sister. I would never want that to happen to me.
Obviously, yeah, it's
Simple
weird.
as that. It's facts. But I'm just saying, I know how shit can get misinterpreted, bro. What I'm saying is, bro, I always leave room to spare because I don't want to sit here and jump on his shit. And the whole time you're wrong.
I mean, like, what's the probability that he's wrong whenever, that you're wrong about this whenever there's like 4 other clips of him getting mad and like having these like completely over dramatic, ridiculous overreactions?
With a 16-year-old. Like, based on those clips, you can tell that the guy doesn't know how to control his mouth. Like, you can, just based on that. There was a clip. There we go. This is the clip of him calling the guy that called him out a liar. This happened like literally like right after.
Oh, good. This is Crash Out Andy.
Context. One of the streamer awards.
By the way, she did apologize for making that. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Linda Love, the lady that walked up and stole the stage, at the Streamer Awards, she made a formal apology for what she had done.
Hosts made a Diddy joke to Kai Cenat.
And also, congrats on your new documentary with 50 Cent.
Right after this, part of Kai Cenat entourage crashed out on the girl.
Turn this mic on. Turn this shit on. Turn this shit on. I see them down there, and I hear the guy take the mic about, if you're going to tell a joke, at least make it funny. I go down to the bathroom. As I walk in the bathroom, I hear somebody come in and go, yo, fuck that bitch. Well, I'll fucking knock her fucking teeth out. How's she going to suck with no teeth? This dude's in the bathroom talking about he's going to straight up eat the shit out of her. And his friend goes, oh, man, he's just from New York.
This stock guy is lying. Like you're lying on me for what reason? I was in the bathroom and I say, yo, gang, she was dick riding my man Kai Cenat. She sucked Kai dick. And I said,
What? That doesn't even make sense. She sucked his dick, but she was making fun of him.
Verbatim. I said, bro, she sucked Kai dick with teeth. Bad bitches don't use teeth when they giving the sloppy toppy.
What the fuck?
Oh my god.
You jumped out there and cracked a joke. Diddy is in you talking about not even a Diddy joke.
Oh my, this is incredible.
But I don't gotta put it out there because y'all don't know me. Nobody knows me. Just go through in their lives. So don't ever put it on my character as a young man.
What have you gone through that makes sense for you to act like this? You just acting like an idiot.
That actually come from.
I tell you what he's gone through that allows it, that makes him act like this. It's because he's currently allowed to do it. No one has stopped him yet.
Poverty. Don't play with me.
That's right. See, it makes sense, and it's okay for me to be violent and aggressive because I was poor. What are you, fucking retarded?
That's why I'll never have any sympathy for any of these clowns, man. Whenever I hear, oh, but you know, oh, he was on drugs, and it's like, oh, well, he didn't want to do the drugs, but he obviously he did. If he didn't want to do the drugs, then why is he doing the drugs? Well, what do you mean? Like, what the fuck you talking about, man? What? It's like, well, he didn't want to rob the store. He's poor, and it's like, I'm poor, shit. I ain't robbing shit. I take my broke ass and get a job. What you mean? What are you talking about?
Y'all niggas in different tax brackets than me. I don't even make the amount of money I ever make.
And you'll stay there because you fuck yourself up. Jesus Christ. Yeah, I think he said it. Because he included two details about it. One of the things that proves veracity of a story is if a person includes very unique details, him bringing up the teeth thing, he's effectively saying that the stock guy...
Welcome, Chad.
...overheard the conversation. I don't know how stuff like this even happens, if you want me to be honest, but... You know, that's the way things are nowadays.
I mean, he's just from New York.
I love how that's the excuse. He's just from New York.
Tifo. That don't even sound gangster.
Okay, let's say that I caress some guy's hair. Let's say, and he doesn't like me like that.
I knock her fucking teeth out. That don't even sound gangster.
Okay, let's say that I caress some guy's hair. Let's say, and he doesn't like me like that. And then he say, "Yo, X is weird because he touched my hair like that at the party." And I go on stream and I go, "Guys, here's my official response. If I touch his hair, then why did he call the cops? Why did he call the cops on me if I touch his hair then?" What kind of response would that be?
It doesn't even sound like that.
So, like, I do have one problem with what this guy is saying. I do. And it's not necessarily a big problem. If this stock guy heard what he thinks he heard, why didn't he let the security at the Stream Awards know? Why wait until the next day to bring it up on stream? That's my one problem that I have with this whole thing. Why wait until the next day when you think somebody might be getting threatened and something might be planned, and you wait until the next day on stream? If you see something, say something. Hear something, say something. It's not hard to do. Like, it's seriously not.
I toss that bitch. Toss her where? You know, I'm tossing her, my stock guy. Like, you know how to keep up with stocks. See, I almost told you something that I didn't give a fuck about. See how fast I can have self-control with you because you a nigga that will put me behind bars. Like this is a face of a person that will put a nigga behind bars. Because this is not the story at all. This nigga right here is a coward. This is a grown man lying on a young man.
Guys, I swear on my life, I can't tell if this is a skit or not. Chat, what the fuck is he saying?
He's a coward. I wouldn't necessarily say he's racist because I don't know his preference. I don't know who he is, but I do know he's a coward. Because any man that allows another man
hiding behind the screen, if it was really you, he should have said something to your
XQC
face.
for helping me through the tough times, XQCL.
Yeah, I hold on. Apparently he did it. Actually, apparently. At the same time, if somebody says some weird ass shit, right, and you're alone in the bathroom and there's a bunch of guys, let's say like 4 guys, you're alone. Some guys say some weird shit. It's pretty reasonable that you wouldn't press them. I mean, you're not gonna get. Let's say you say something really bad, you could get jumped. Like 1v4. Why would you put yourself in this situation? That you would never do that. Nobody would ever do that. Anybody that has any sort of street smarts of level 1 would never ever do that.
You can tell what I said, fam. I don't give a. I never said
well,
that.
Apparently this guy had somebody else in the bathroom with him. And that's the one person that hasn't really spoken up yet. Like, what did that person have to say about all this?
That is a lie. Why would you lie on me? Why?
Wait, hold on. I don't get it. Does he mean that he spoke with him? Guys, I don't even know what. I don't even know. I have to let it play. Maybe I'll understand it then.
That don't give a fuck about me.
You can tell when I said it. So he spoke with him then. I don't get it. So he says, yo,
this guy, from what I understand, walked out of the stall, and because this guy had another person with him, that person that was with him said, "Oh, it's because he's from New York." After he asked, "Is he okay?" You know, so it's.
You didn't tell me because then I would have whatever. But then he said he spoke with him.
You could have repeated what I said, and then it's like you're so sloppy. You're sloppy too, bro. Because now I feel like people behind you doing certain shit. Because after he said this shit, he threw in. New York City, see? New York City, see? New York City, New York City, New York City, New York City. That sound like that's.
Yeah, what are you even supposed to get out of that?
Sound like it could be Desi. Like what?
That's
and
funny.
you
I love that XQC brought out the soundboard for this. It's so funny. He never uses a soundboard, but he's using a soundboard because this guy is.
I've even laid eyes on this man before, gang. Like, word to E. Word to me.
No teeth. And I was like, oh my God. They started saying about some things that are assault-wise that he's going to do. And I was thinking to myself,
why did he's going to do that? Why did he say he was going to do to her? Why didn't he just say it? Why you? He was gonna do that. Why you? Because you lying. You speaking fast.
He's
You fast talking
blatantly
coward ass
admitting
con
he was
man.
in the bathroom
You a
with
fast
him.
talking.
Also, his response uses the same terminology and scrambling dialogue stock guy says he used, like suck my dick and whatnot.
Oh yeah. Well, exactly. Well, it's why I say if he spoke with them, that means that they were at the bathroom. I thought that they went to smoke before, not there. I'm confused now.
You are a liar. And that is sad, because you will put me in jail. It would be you. I will do life because of you.
and I was coming out of the bathroom and I was like, you okay? Like, you good?
Cat!
Wahi!
Hell no! I never saw you! Hell no! It's like I always.
But you just said that you spoke with him, and now you're saying you never saw him? I'm very confused. So did you see him or not? Because that's what he said earlier. He said, I never saw you. He's saying now he never saw him, but before he said that when you spoke with him, like.
Think about what I said or what's being said, because literally it sounds like a nigga is just saying me. So, like, you gotta try.
And the issue is like, this guy gets nothing out of saying this. He's getting death threats now. People are actively threatening him. He has no skin in this game whatsoever. He's just saying what he saw and heard. So, like, I don't really think the increase in viewership is worth the amount of death threats from what I understand he's getting now. He had no skin in this whatsoever. So that's why I'm like, you know?
I'm a real nigga, like what? Like what? I didn't say this. I don't give a fuck you. I'm from Brooklyn. That's all y'all know. Then when I show y'all other shit about me, like, oh, they might even know he was like that. Because you don't know me. Y'all don't know these people. Y'all only know what they show y'all. So whatever he told y'all go like. Why would I not let me respond first to answer y'all questions before I not like this? Because now I don't like a lot of niggas. Anybody who talk about this situation, I don't like me. That's from Brooklyn, that should know my character and know me saying, they try to like dry snitch like on some like, oh yeah, if he did say it, if my dick was in your mouth, would you suck it? Nah, dead ass. Like, if my dick was in your mouth, would you suck it? Like, I'm asking a serious question. Hell no. Tell me.
Oh, brother, this
fuck?
guy stinks.
The
Hi,
first
Gordon,
guy
I
stinks.
love you, smile.
Confirms that what he actually said about Van Van claims exaggerated. Okay, let's hear it then.
My friends, it said she was sucking my man dick with the teeth. Bad bitches don't even use teeth. They give out the sloppy toppy, like the soft joint. You know how they give it up crazy. The baddies, like the baddies,
What the fuck, man?
they hold.
What? This clip. What the fuck is he saying?
You in the talk is pissing everywhere. Listen. You could have repeated what I said. I didn't say what you said. And when you added so much shit in, like I was going, why do you call the authorities if I made them heinous threats, like them crazy?
That's kind of one of my views on it. Is like, if you heard that in the bathroom, why didn't you let security know? Like, why wait until the next day to bring it up on stream? That's what kind of got me with that.
Call the authorities to remove me.
Hold on. So he's saying that he said something along. What are the?
Nigga, bad bitches don't even use teeth. They give out the. Why do you call the authorities if I made them heinous threats, like them crazy? Why do you call the authorities to remove me? I can remove somebody else out the awards when they jumped out there. When somebody jumped out there and did how they felt, why y'all removed them? Why did they get me removed? Because you know I didn't fucking say that. You lying ass, grown ass man.
Yo, what the fuck is the man saying?
And it hurts me and it hurt because my mother called me crying. Because she see a fucking baby boy. Yeah, my mom got 3 kids, like I'm the baby boy.
Man, you ain't no baby no more, bro. You a grown ass man making your own adult decisions. And from everything that I've seen and all the clips that I've seen, I would not be surprised if you went into the bathroom to get away from the population, to get away from people outside the bathroom, to sit there and vent. And that's fine, but the least you could do is be like, yeah, no, I said that, you know? That's the least you could do if that's what you did. Like, own up to that shit. Own it. Be like, yep, there's a white dude in the stall and I didn't see him, my bad. Hey, I left. I had to vent to one of my friends. That's what I did.
My father, I'm his only fucking child, bitch. And to see that lying on his fucking kid, that really do a lot of good shit, that actually came from being a badass and everybody hated him, you lying on me. When you could have just told the truth. And I probably would have told you, suck my dick. Now, that ass is like, at the end of the day, you lied on me. You lied on me.
Okay, even if everything you said was true, it doesn't even make sense. What the kind of response is? Why would he have asked him? Based off the wording that he's using, chat, guys, I think he's saying that if there was a threat, why didn't he call the cops on the threats, whatever? You know, not all the threats are like actionable or problem enough to have the authorities involved. Sometimes you could just be a problematic person and you make a problematic comment without nobody calling the cops. If somebody starts wild,
I wouldn't have called the cops, but I would have let if they had security there. I don't know if they did or not, but I would let one of the security people know at the con what I had heard in the bathroom, and then I would point them out. That's exactly what I would be doing. I don't know why the fuck you'd wait. Like, why bother waiting until the next day to say something like that?
At the event.
That's literally the only problem that I have with this whole thing. It is obviously probably because he didn't think he was going to get as much hate as he did, but out of all the people in Kai Cenat's group, he is definitely the most problematic one there from every clip that we've seen.
Wild as shit about somebody else, like they're going to do this and that. Nobody's going to call the cops. I don't think I've ever been in a social event that somebody called the cops on somebody else for some words they said it. Even in times where we heard actionable threats, nobody's ever called anybody. Like, so why is that? How's that a defense? I don't get it.
Why do you call the authorities to remove me? I can remove somebody else out the awards when they jumped out there. When somebody jumped out there and did what they...
Okay.
They could be in life or death situation and they would still go for that soundboard low.
Okay. Here's what I'm saying is an actionable threat. Okay, let's say somebody's in the bathroom and say, "Yo, dude, now we're gonna make this device and we're gonna put it there, and then we're going to be doing this, and then boom is what we are going to do." That'd be a threat that you would call the cops on or whatever, you take action on, because that seems like it's actionable. It's something's going to happen, so you start it, right? I think you can make a weird comment without feeling like it's a threat of you doing so. Like if you say, "Oh, dude, if this guy does that, I'm gonna punch him. I'm gonna punch him in the mouth." Like, nobody would ever call the cops on you for saying that. It's still weird though, because they say, "Yeah, yo, X said that he would punch him in the mouth." It's just fucking weird as shit. But nobody's gonna call the cops on me. It's not really tangible that you know what I mean? It's just, it can still be weird though. So nobody would ever call the cops on anybody like that. It doesn't make sense. He's just saying shit.
Cause you see a fucking baby boy. Your mom got 3 kids, like I'm a baby boy. My father, I'm his only fucking child, bitch.
Guys, this is like in the middle of a
What a joke. Seriously, what a joke. All right. Let's move on from that.
State, a mass shooting. What the fuck?
Damn, another mass shooting.
Multiple people injured.
We have some breaking news to tell you about right now at 4. There is a report of a shooting on the Kentucky State University campus right now.
What?
And
How did I miss this?
Governor Andy Beshear just posted on social media confirming those reports, saying, quote, "We are aware of a reported shooting at Kentucky State University in Frankfort. At this time, we are aware of some injuries. We will share more information as it becomes available. Law enforcement are on scene, and a suspect has been arrested."
That's very weird. And HBCU, every white person in Kentucky knows not to go there. 8% are old or even white. I mean, I don't know what the fuck this is. Let me see here.
Fox News alert, there's been a shooting at Kentucky State University. Multiple sources saying people were hurt. Multiple people.
No one
the
died
campus
yet?
is on lockdown until further notice. Governor Andy Beshear announced
Well, a city council meeting in New Orleans descended.
Hello? University. What the fuck? How is none of this like?
I do want to start with a story that we have been tracking over the last 12 hours or so, as we follow the latest on a shooting at Kentucky State University in the Commonwealth's capital of Frankfort. The suspect, who Frankfort police identify as Jacob Lee Bard, which we now have his booking photo. Do want to pop that up for you on your screen there. Now, from the Franklin County Detention Center here, online records there show that he's charged with murder and first degree
Damn, that means that somebody died, bro. Fuck.
assault. Frankfort police say one student was killed, another critically wounded when the gunshots were fired at a residence hall on campus. It happened over at Whitney M. Young Jr. Hall. While the victims are students, police say Bard, the suspect, is not. And the shooting happened around 3 p.m. local time Tuesday, with the assistant chief of police calling it an isolated incident. Investigators explain that Bard is actually from Evansville, Indiana, which is about 150 miles west of...
How the fuck he driving all the way to Kentucky State University to shoot up the school? What the hell's he doing?
Frankfort. Again, we know one student was killed, another...
Why drive so far to shoot up a school? Why not do that in his own state?
Critically wounded, but their names have not been released. Police speaking very briefly last night about all of this, and I do want to pop up the audio and listen in to that.
Hey everyone, I'm Scott Tracy, Assistant Chief of Police at the Frankfort Police Department. I'm going to make a brief statement and then hand it over to Dr. Acapo for a statement from the university. This afternoon at approximately 3:10 p.m., our Frankfort dispatch received a call reporting a shooting on the campus of Kentucky State University. Within minutes, by 3:14 p.m., Frankfort police officers arrived on scene. By that time, Kentucky State University campus police had already taken swift action, bringing a suspect into custody. 3 individuals were involved in the incident. One individual, who is not a Kentucky State University student, is in custody. Frankfort police believe this to be an isolated incident, and there are no active safety concerns on campus at this time. The other 2 individuals involved were current Kentucky State University students. Both suffered gunshot wounds. They were quickly transported to a local hospital for treatment by Frankfort Fire and EMS. Tragically, one has passed away from injuries. The other remains in critical condition. Our thoughts are with them, their families, and the entire Kentucky State University community, as well as the Frankfort community, as they navigate this difficult moment. I want to express my deepest appreciation for the quick, coordinated response between our officers and the Kentucky State University campus police. The department was also assisted by local, state, and federal agencies: Franklin County Sheriff's Office, the Kentucky State Police, Frankfort and Franklin County Emergency Management, Kentucky Office of Homeland Security, the ATF, Frankfort Fire, and EMS. Their rapid actions ensured that the situation was contained almost immediately, preventing further harm. We understand how unsettling incidents like this can be for students, parents, and our community. But please know that the safety of our residents and our campus partners remains our top priority. And we will continue to work closely with Kentucky State University as this investigation moves forward. We will share additional information as it becomes available and as this investigation allows. At this time, I'll introduce Dr. Acoppo, President of Kentucky State University.
Thank you and good evening. Today indeed was a senseless tragedy. We're mourning the loss of one of our students. As a parent, I cannot imagine.
But what?
Receiving
we don't have a motive yet?
Police, as they do say once again that one student there was killed in the shooting that happened on a residence hall, or at a residence hall, I should.
Why drive over a whole nother state and shoot up a campus? That's crazy. I don't know, that's just crazy to me, dude. I'm just shocked that nobody else is covering it like that. It's kind of sad, honestly. All right, let's move on from that, I guess.
Standards soon impossible to maintain ethical standards by the very mob you currently wish to please. Then you will make a mistake. They will devour you with glee. Is this even true?
Is that they talking to Hassan?
I thought he just did this as a meme.
So this requires a bit of context, but is possibly the funniest cancellation we ever saw. So you might remember earlier this year the singer Baby No Money releasing the video for his new song. In this video, he went through the trouble of painstakingly edit out every singular second of our Baltimore from the video. A video which was literally recorded a couple of months after he pulled this other stunt.
My favorite streamer without indubious question is
that Dan Clancy? That's crazy.
Jasmine Gold, baby!
Then this is what happened yesterday.
Baby No Money announces he's quitting music in satirical post. Yeah, if this gets to 1 million likes, I will stop making music. And it has 2.3 million.
Damn.
That's a good way to take a vacation for Christmas. It's publicity. Yeah, he's just fucking around, man.
This was obviously a joke, but when he posted this on Twitter, people had no idea this was the reason, and so they started digging, trying to find out what the hell caused this. Eventually, people found out an old TikTok by one of his own schoolmates, saying he regularly spammed the hard R in high school, and not the nuclear kind.
Baby, no money went to my
So
high
they thought that it was because he said that? Man, these people are just fucking dumbasses.
school and would call me the N-word as I would walk by. That's your fan favorite.
Is that an Oscar in his hand? He got an
Nobody
Oscar?
saw it and did nothing, and had other friends that were there.
And now this is starting to go viral as we speak, with his own fan base trying to cancel him.
Context
Oh,
that he was
yeah,
accused
man,
of
what's up?
harassing-
How's it
Baby
going?
No Money was accused of harassing black girls in high school and calling them the N-word. I thought he just did this as a meme. I talked to him before he was on my podcast, and then we had the whole
Gotta
music
change the
video
name of the damn
drama, which
video,
I
did it?
understand, right? You know, he's definitely pretty deep into that stuff. I don't ever, and this, I think that's a great example of kind of what I've said before, is that I don't really take it personally if people do stuff like that, because I get it's a career, it's a job, it's what you do. So, yeah, I don't know what to say. I don't really take it personally.
Well, I do. Fuck 'em.
Once you sub to the channel, oh shit! Once you sub to the channel, you can comment. It's mostly to keep morons from leaving comments that are just stupid or misinformation. If they gotta leave a comment, they gotta be committed to that comment.
AI, you expected me to be in the chair.
What the fuck is this? Get this out of here! I don't care about this. Stop asking me to split the thing, dude. That's dumb. Keeps asking me to split the screen. I don't want to split the screen. If I want to split the screen, I'll split the screen.
The unexpected. The only thing you can expect is when there's some AI dog shit going on. I can't resist the urge to make fun of it. I'm in my artsy, a topic most people have. Most videos you get, provably some of the most viewed videos, if you go by views, are AI generated shorts.
Yep. And you know what's even crazier is that music is also topping the charts as well. AI music is topping most of the charts now.
That is a bleak future,
Or
one
near
that a lot of
topping.
people have expressed their concern over, hoping that YouTube would step in and maybe do more to stop the platform just becoming a cesspool of just AI trash. Neil, on the other hand, the CEO, believes that that's actually a really good thing, because it's giving people that lacked the skills and equipment the ability to put that in front of you. Yeehaw, yippee. But even beyond that, one of the most complained about things on YouTube as a platform is how bad its moderation is, with so many people being falsely banned and shit. And also it's been revealed that AI is part of a big part of the moderation protocol for the platform, and it makes so many mistakes that's led to wrongful terminations that everyone with a functioning frontal lobe will tell you should never happen, because AI should never be able to be the judge, jury, and executioner. It should never have the ability to terminate a channel. There is no world where that makes sense for YouTube to just give the keys to the kingdom over to AI, where it will ban people. AI should never be able to do that. If it wants to use AI for moderation, it should only be able to flag channels internally and then put that up the food chain, up the ladder, for a human being to look at. But Neil,
I agree with that. I mean, I feel like it's a great filter. I don't understand why you would have AI give it the ability to ban channels. That's kind of crazy.
Have a different vision in mind based on his statement here. Let's go ahead and take a peek at what he thinks. This article mentions that YouTube is expanding their AI moderation tools, even in the midst of so many people flagging just how bad they have been and how wrong they have been across the entire platform. The article then makes a mention of just how much money this platform is bringing in, which only makes sense that they can't afford to pay more money for better tools. Instead, they just need to just have AI do it poorly for them. Neil said, however, AI will open the door for a new class of creators who previously lacked technical skills or equipment, arguing the tech will revive YouTube's early era of enthusiastic amateurs while helping the platform surface stronger content overall. That's a very interesting perspective on it all, and I feel like that's one you could only achieve by huffing endless amounts of glue to deteriorate your brain to a level of delusion that I find almost enviable. You really think that by giving these AI tools to everyone out there, what you are getting in return is the old era of YouTube of enthusiastic amateurs producing content?
I feel like what's going to end up happening is that just more and more people are going to be making AI.
In what universe? It's the antithesis of that. It is the antithesis of creativity. The old era of YouTube that people look back on so fondly, the golden age, that was people just filming something in their bedroom, talking at a camera, or doing something silly, or making a skit, something like
playing
that.
games. I mean, PewDiePie became mega famous just by like playing games, man. He was like one of the first.
For the fun of creation, for the fun of being creative and just putting it out there. There was no career in it back then. It was truly just for the love of the game, the love of the sport. And somehow, he believes that these AI tools will reignite that passion, that drive. Based on what data? What we have is endless amounts of data to suggest the opposite, where when you have these tools and make it so easily accessible for people to...
People are getting banned for no reason. That's what's going on. The AI is like suspending or like banning accounts of people that have done nothing wrong.
Just squeak out 30 seconds worth of AI drivel on shorts and do that 40 times a day. That's what you will get. It's just AI slop. There's a reason that term exists, because when you go on shorts or even full-length videos now, people are doing like 8 to 10 minute, completely fabricated, phony baloney, false true crime stuff is one of the bigger culprits, where they just have an AI script from ChatGPT that tells a made-up story about a made-up person who did a made-up crime. When you have that content, what there, Neil, is reminiscent of the old era of YouTube with enthusiastic amateurs creating shit. We have dedicated to following the P. Diddy channel, the trial, and the channel, turns out, was all just AI garbage making up stories, like the whole Prince storyline and tapes that were revealed that brought down the whole P. Diddy case. All of it was fake. Yet, those channels made tons of money for the people that made the AI garbage. And tons of people took it as the truth. A lot of people believed it. It became a big story that needed to be, like, formally debunked.
I don't know,
That's
maybe.
a bad thing, Neil.
Maybe
I don't
that's
know
what'll happen.
where you are seeing any positive usage of skillless creators using AI tools to bring good content to the platform. Like, I don't know where that's coming from. It is just truly an exploitative tool for people to make a ton of quick cash off of by just making infinite videos instantly. Like, that's what we are seeing, and it's not good. Most people are complaining about it, rightfully so, but Neil is defending it tooth and nail. And we haven't even begun to scratch the surface.
It's kind of like the old radio idea. The most requested song on the radio, and it's like you guys don't even allow call-ins, but it's the song you keep playing. Like,
on YouTube's AI
and like the
moderate
most requested song on the radio is like from the 3 people that actually look up the radio station's number and call it. Like,
tools yet. We're about to get into that. According to YouTube CEO, AI will be key in policing misinformation, IP theft, scams, and what many creators have dubbed AI slop. AI will make our ability to detect and enforce on violative content better, more precise, able to cope with scale, and adds that the system improves literally every week. Is that so, Neil? It improves every week? Because I just read a story today about a channel that got terminated because another channel re-uploaded their video, and YouTube's AI moderation tools took down the original creator's channel, thinking that he had re-uploaded that other channel's video, even though he was the creator of it, and you let the re-uploader walk away. You punish the real person, not the imposter. The AI tools are getting better every week, huh? There is stories daily about the fuck-ups from AI moderation tools. What I do agree with him, though, is that given the scale of this platform, it would be impossible for humans to be able to police all of it. And that's something I've said from the get-go. This could be an invaluable tool in accumulating a lot of like potential bad actors or internal flags. But under no circumstances should AI have the ability to make a judgment call on if a channel gets terminated. It should never have the ability to issue a strike. What it should do is alert a real flesh and blood human being, an employee, God forbid, doing their job to look at what has been flagged and analyze it to see, is this actually violent?
I think he's right. I think he's absolutely right. There's never going to be a time where, what is this? Where AI should take over the final process of deciding if that person's going to be able to make money for a living on YouTube or not. Because, like, when you get a channel taken down, it's like a permanent thing. Like, you can't even log into, like, watch YouTube videos. It's like it cuts you out completely. why would you allow AI to make that decision? That's kind of insanity.
Letting AI run YouTube at some point. Am I right, Neil? It is a problem. In his interview, where all of this stems from, it really highlights just how delusional this company is under the leadership of Neil. In September, YouTube unveiled more than 30 AI-powered programs designed to make it easier for anyone to shoot, edit, upload, and make money from videos. That's 3 times as many as it launched last year. Among the innovations were tools that allow a phrase to be turned into a song, or that can translate a video and dub it. One bot can find the best parts of raw footage and edit them together, literally just stealing footage and making a video out of it for yourself to make money off of. Beautiful. Another can turn a long video into a short. All of this says YouTube is in service of helping more people become creators. Already the #1 choice of dream job for young teenagers and much hoped for among Gen Z. Neil, how does any of that remind you of the old era of YouTube with people enthusiastically creating content? How? By having AI do it all for you and you can just slap it on your channel to make money off of it? Gotta tell you, buddy, that doesn't really sound like the YouTube I remember.
I feel like what's going to end up happening here is this is going to work for another 3 years, right? But then when AI becomes so complex that they're going to start putting code in the creation of AI generated content, and they're going to start forcing you to either pay for or share revenue with these AI generators, that's when it'll change. Because right now, let's say you buy, I think it's like $500 a month for the Grok subscription, right? And you just so happen to make $600 a month. There's going to be a point in time where when you generate a video, it's going to be just like what happens with music. It's going to have some kind of code or it's going to have some kind of tone that's automatically going to be picked up by the system. And you're either going to be forced to revenue share or they're going to take it down completely. Because I doubt there's going to be a time where they're going to just allow you to continue doing this without there being some form of, well, you know, like without there being some form of, well, we're no longer going to allow you to pay this amount of money. You're going to have to pay way more than this because we know that you're using it to upload videos, or they're just going to straight up take money from the video, just period in general. Because that's what's really going to happen here.
Remember on the front lines back in 2007. Neil, what a fucking amazing vouch. That's who I want to put my
I think this will work for a little while, but I don't think this...
Roger Goodell...
Fuck's sake, get the fuck off my screen. I don't think this is going to be permanent. I think that it's just because we're in a transition state right now. I do feel like these... Like, you really think these big corporations that are about to explode with, like, billions of dollars because they're AI generators are going to allow people to generate AI and using their platform and then upload it to a different platform so they can make money? You really think that how long do you think that they're going to allow that? They're going to cut that out the first chance they get. They just don't know how yet. Like, you just wait. You just wait. Soon they're going to have copyright laws that are going to protect these AI companies that aren't going to allow them to upload, like, people aren't going to be able to upload stuff straight to the YouTube. That's what happened whenever YouTube originally came out. People were taking, like, videos and stuff, and they were uploading them straight onto the platform. And then, you know, the platform got monetized, and those videos got taken down because of fear of, like, lawsuits and copyright stuff. So, like, you just wait. It's just a matter of time. It really is. All right, here we go. A sniper responds to a woman being held hostage. This is going to be a good video.
3rd,
check out Midwest Safety W, Midwest Safety. Check out Midwest Safety.
2023, Alliance Police in Ohio responded to a frantic 911 call. 59-year-old George Appleby had cut his girlfriend's throat and was dragging her back inside with a knife.
Jesus Christ. Could you imagine walking out to get the paper and seeing that happen in front of you? God dang.
Officers arrived to the developing hostage situation, where they'd be forced to make a split-second decision.
All right.
Where they at?
He did. He cut her. He tried to throw her out of the house.
Probably gonna have to kick that door in.
This door right here?
That son of a door right up there. It's George Appleby. Get out!
Police department, show me your hand! He's got the knife to her throat. He's retreating in the house. I'm gonna kick in the back door. There you go, come on, you kick that piece of shit open. I was gonna say, at this point, just use the butt of your gun to break the window and unlock the door, guy. Like, what you doing? Just break the window. Yeah, you got something?
Yeah, right here. Shoot that son of a... He tried coming up and breaking it up, and he wasn't letting me break that window. Damn.
Bro, he cracking the entire frame of the door. Look, he cracked the door frame. He cracked the door frame before he even got the damn thing off the hinge. Look, he cracked the door frame. Oh, he cracked the door, I mean, before he cracked the frame off the fucking wall. Ah, damn. Well, I need to get me one of them doors. Hold on, wait a minute. You gotta commit to opening that damn thing. You just don't make them like they used to. Ah, damn. He decored that door before he was able to break it off the hinge. He had to decore the door. That's crazy. Where are you guys at? Unlock the door!
Slit her throat, man. Shoot that mother.
Lee, where you at?
Back here.
Hold on!
Look what he did to the door, bro! He could have just broke the goddamn window with a brick and then fucking reached in and unlocked the door. Look what he did to the door! Bro! What the fuck is that?
Lee, where you at?
Back here.
Hold on with your hands up! Well, less lethal?
This door's locked, they're right behind it.
Open the fucking door! Watch out.
Full door.
I don't
You're
care.
not gonna kick it.
Open the door!
Just go lethal for
Open the door!
Bro, this house sucks. Everything doesn't break, man. God damn, they really just don't make them like they used to, huh?
Yeah, that ain't gonna happen. Somebody bring a halogen.
When they put a door on a hinge back then, they did put a door on a hinge.
Come on, man, open the door.
We can work it out. Hey, bro.
Oh, fucking piece of shit car. See upstairs here? Blue.
What's your name, man? What's your name? Do you have your rifle, bro?
Yes, sir.
Switch me.
Yeah.
Oh, man, dehinge that damn door. You can dehinge that door with the rifle. Come out with your hands up, or we are coming in after you. He's got a rifle with a scope on it. Man, you can tell somebody in his team plays a lot of COD. We cannot leave, but we need you to walk out. Come on in. Then come out with your hands up. You do not want us to come in the house.
Let's take this door. Let's get it. Step back. Got it.
Oh, they got a Halligan, bro. They about to pry that door open. That Halligan will chew that door up.
Ready? Yep.
He's using the wrong end of that. He's using the wrong end of that. I'm going to tell you that right now. He should have been using the forks on that. He should have been using the ads. If you use the flat part of that, you can pry it. You could get it in there way easier, and then pry that door open. Man, you already given up on trying to. Oh my God, bro! How the hell do cops have Halligans? It makes my soul hurt whenever I see my favorite tool in the fire service being used like that. What are you doing with the Halligan, man? Oh my God!
What are you doing? It's got lock somewhere else. Put the other end in and twist.
Thank you, fucking Christ! If you put the flat end in, you just push down on it and it'll pop the door open. That's literally what it's designed for. You put the end in and you push down on it and it will pop the door open. You ain't even gotta pull it, bro. You just push down on it. Oh, fuck me, dude.
This end in here.
This dude. Thank you. Thank you.
And try to get. I can't do it from this side. Okay. All right.
Well, then fucking do it from the other side. Get the dude to move out of the way.
You want me to take a chain? Yeah, because I can't get it in there. Here, give it here. Watch out. Come back here. Back up.
That's all right.
I have less. Okay.
There you go. Dude, he's still not doing it right. He's still not doing it right. He's still not doing it right. Oh! If you are on a fire field and you see somebody, if you see a fireman using a Halligan like this, they are about to get their ass chewed out in a way that you didn't think was possible. You don't ever take the forks of a fucking Halligan and smash a door like this. Like, the Halligan is one of the best tools a fireman could use. Like, you could even take the you can take the spiked part of it and you can throw it. You can like spike it into a roof and you can let it dangle and then you can use it as a step to get to the other side of a roof. A Halligan is the best tool. It's my favorite tool in the fire service. And if I ever walked up and saw someone using a Halligan like this, I would chew their ass out to no end. And I wouldn't be the only one either. How does this man have a Halligan? That door should have already been open. You could even he could have taken the part that he's currently jamming into the fucking door. He could have taken that and bent the hinges off right here. He could have sheared them right off. There's so many uses for this tool, and he's sitting here ramming the frickin' part of it into the door like it's a crowbar, bro. It's not a crowbar. Oh my God. Look at what he's done to the door. Oh my God.
Hands up! Hands up! Hands up!
I said I was.
Oh, got his ass. Got his ass. Yes, sir.
46, code 18. Shots fired, code 18. Stand up, come on out. Go, man. Come out, come on. Go. Come on. Take her. You got her? Yep, I got her. Where am I going? Just go outside the house. Go outside the house. Rob, you come with me? Yeah, we're good. You two got this? Got it. Go. Just go slowly. You okay? Watch your feet as you're coming out. You safe? Yeah, I'm good. Go slow across the glass.
You alright? Calm down. Take a deep breath.
Well, I was beating that door, man. I couldn't. You guys gotta hurry up. In the back bedroom.
If you join the Discord, Care Pitchell 88179, you could probably drop you can drop videos in there. It's kind of like a filler basis because most of this stuff ends up on YouTube. So like if it's a channel that's, from in my experience, if the channel has lower views, there's like a 50-50 shot they'll strike my channel. So I usually send an email first. And then if they have a higher viewer base, then there's like a 75% chance they'll strike my channel unless I like plead with them not to. But I'll like, it's kind of like a, am I willing to take the chance on it kind of thing, if that makes any sense.
Get out. Gunshot. 2 gunshot. All the way back.
Did that go through?
I don't, that's what I was looking.
2 shot. 2.
Oh,
1.
that's funny.
1 down. 1 down.
Where's he got? 1 down. Flashlight. Okay, he's.
What do you got? Yeah. Is that one done?
Yeah.
Is it to the head? There's 2. Just 2 shots fired.
Just 2 shots fired.
Just 1 down.
Yeah, it's to the head. I don't have any pulse.
What's that? Is that self-inflicted or did you guys? No.
She's going to be the victim in this. She's got a laceration to her neck. We have shots fired inside and 1 down, injury to the head.
If they don't.
Come on, man. We got to go.
You guys good?
Yeah, yeah.
We're good.
We're all good.
This is your patient.
Well, that's fine, but you still have to drop it in the Discord in order for me to get it, because I've got like links blocked. I don't like scammers, man. I don't like scammers, and I don't like people like leaving comments that are just brain dead takes on stuff. So like, that's the reason why I've got the channel and like currently kind of sub only, because I was like, I don't really need people commenting stupid stuff or spreading misinformation. And then like the Discord is because I had people dropping links. Like everything that I do on the channel, there's a reason behind it, oddly enough. So at least in the Discord, I can like easily get to it and like block it.
Anita, what's your last name, Anita? Okay. Yep, you got a laceration to your neck. You're going.
Come on, man. We got to get you down the steps. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to rush you, but I'm trying to rush you.
Dude, I might throw up. Oh, I just ate that.
You all right?
Yeah.
He's moving. Hey, guys.
No, that's going to be nerves, bro. That's going to be nerves, yeah. Oh, I just ate that hot ass, so I'm running.
Oh, he's gonna throw up. He's gonna throw up. That's it. Why is this guy here? It took him so long to open that door with the Halligan, and he can't even hold his stomach. Like, no, is this a different guy? This is a different guy, isn't it? This is a different guy. This was the guy with the gun, wasn't it? Now, who the hell was this? Hold on. No, that is the bald dude. That is the bald dude. Why is he here?
Wrong stuff to eat when you gotta run. And you're out of shape.
Thanks, man. I'll see you.
You all right?
Yeah, I'm all right. I'm all right. You all right?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay.
Just want to get rid of this hotheads out of my gut.
Yep.
Have him secure his weapon, and he stays with you now. The 2 of you stay together. Hey, shut everything off, and he stays with you. The 2 of you stay together, secure your weapon.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Need help?
Yeah, it was just, I'm telling you, it's just, because I was like, what the hell? Oh, and just, it's still hanging on my desk. One of them things I don't have my, I don't wear my thing, and I'm like, what? I think Rob saved her life, man.
Oh, yeah. I mean, the knife's literally right there, man.
He had it in her throat. When I come around, I'm like, oh my God. Yeah, we got a shell here in the tub. Just secure the scene. Yeah, that absolutely.
Dude, ain't no fucking shot. This motherfucker just, bro. He just went and threw up on the crime scene. Oh my God.
Right here.
All right, that's good. Then that's
bro. How do you? Oh my.
See where the no, that's a screw, and then down there's like a plug. Yeah, I was going to do CPR right away. I didn't have it, and I'm like, wow.
Hey, we just shot and killed a civilian. Towson just whacked him with an M4. Guy had a knife to a girl's throat. Had him barricaded. They were barricaded in the back bedroom. People were screaming. She already had her throat cut by the knife by this guy. George is his name. When we get here, they're going, he says he's dragging her back inside, go back into a back bedroom. I ram the door open, pry bar it open. He's standing with a knife to her throat. Rob turns the corner. Next thing you know, pow, pow, he's gone. I got two in the room. I put Rob in a car with Lee Rose and told him to shut everything off and just sit there. Everything's shut off. Your gun's secured in that car. Yep. You guys just have a seat in the front seat of your car, and the 2 of you stay there together. We're not talking about nothing. Yep. You handle it. You all right?
Yeah, I'm good.
I know. I know. Just briefly give me what you saw. Struggle over the knife. He had the knife to her neck. Had her as a hostage. And if I didn't take action, he's going to cut her throat.
He's gonna be a captain one day. He's gonna be running that bitch one day, I guarantee you. I guarantee you he's got some kind of military experience. He did that shit like it was nothing. W police officer.
You already cut her once? Yeah. Okay. I'm good with that. I'm just... What do you want me to do, yeah? Well, no. I think you did fantastic. Obviously, we all did the right thing here because we all get to go home.
You know, it's kind of odd. Because, like, I've noticed that, too, whenever I had gotten into my, whenever I got into my job. Like, so, for example, if you're a veteran and you've been in, like, active combat, I noticed that it's different whenever, like, I'm not a veteran. I'm not trying to say that I am either. That it's different whenever you're a police officer and you end up having to shoot and kill somebody. They like, it's kind of like the difference between a veteran and a civilian. Like a veteran who has been through stuff will treat having to shoot a civilian or somebody with a gun differently than a civilian in a police uniform. Because those are two different breeds of human beings right there. Like, I was putting out fire before I became a firefighter. So for me, like, it was just another day. Like, that's why, like, whenever I caught my first fire at the station, they were like, holy shit, you did great. Or, like, the first time I caught my first rollover and we had to bring in the tools to cut shit up. And they were like, wow. And I was like, yeah, well, I went to the best school they had. And we actually, like, did active fires, like, every day. Like, when you train for something, it's different than if you were to, like, I don't know, just be put in the situation, I guess. Like, you can sit there and train with a 3D simulated target all fucking day as a police officer, but the minute you're put in front of somebody that's about to shoot you, then you know how you're gonna act if you've been in it. Like whenever I was going through the academy, I was like, yeah, I'm about to become a fireman because I like the schedule. I didn't have in the back of my mind that I may be going into situations where people are actively dying. I was like, man, I need this schedule so that way I could do YouTube. I shit you not, that was my thought process. I was like, 48.96? How many days off? Man, I gotta get that. Hold on, wait. I gotta do this. I got to. And I did it. And come to find out, I fucking loved it. I loved everything about it. Like, just the difference in people based on like a simulation as opposed to being actively in a fire during training makes a huge difference. People don't think it does, but whenever you're being thrown in a situation where they're like, here's the nozzle, go find the fucking fire. And you're just like, oh. In training, as opposed to, you know, oh, it's simulated, you get your little nozzle that has no fucking pushback, or whenever you have to shoot this gun that has no actual kickback on it in a situation where you have to make a life or death decision, it's a whole different ball game. You can't even compare these things.
On the phone, him and the chief are aware, so is X. If you have an issue, call me on the radio. Thank you.
You guys good?
Yeah, we're good.
Sure. Yep. Anything? Water?
And people are like, and they wonder why the boot camp training is so bad. Even for people that are engineers in the military, it's because you never know what's going to happen. You never know, and you got to be ready for that shit too. You got to be ready for your gun to kick back on you. You got to be ready for the bullets to start flying and pinging off of shit around you. You got to be ready to duck if you hear something that even remotely sounds like a pop. Like, you got to be ready for that shit, because it's not just your life that you're risking, it's the people around you. Your team is as strong as your weakest link. So that's why everyone gets the same treatment, even women. That's how it's supposed to be. That's how it was for generations.
You got one. Also, I'm just throwing up the tub. You want one too?
Yeah, I'll take
All
one.
right. Yeah, 2 waters if you don't mind.
It might be piss warm, but it's water.
Hey, it's just something.
Just
like
watch
got done
yourself,
eating.
because we got Ron here. How old is he?
Yeah, he can't touch anything. Don't even go in the room, dude.
Yeah.
Then you got this guy in here that's taken 10 minutes to open up a door with a Halligan, and then throwing up on the crime scene where the bullet casing landed. Like, bro, what are you doing?
So, I mean, unless you absolutely need some medical attention, or
I have to call it in now.
Look at it this way. What if, because that dude threw up on some evidence, they have to throw that whole crime scene out, and now the guy that that originally did something he thought was good is now being tried for murder because of that one thing. Think about that.
Tell me where those bullet holes are in his head.
They were aimed right at his head. He had the knife around the throat, so I can't tell you. If you got to go in there for medical reasons, you got water. Is there water?
They're going to grab some. You guys all good except me. Everybody good?
Yeah, no, that's the thing. I'm eating hotheads, and I'm like, oh my God. And so by running up here, I'm throwing up hotheads now.
I'll be here. Anybody know an age? What do you guys think? Do not. What do you think, 60s?
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah.
Got gray hair left.
All right.
Yeah, that just keeps. And some all days, I had them put extra hot peppers on it.
We just need to know everybody that goes in and out.
You go ahead and go. I'll take it.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Okay, we're going to transport her up to Alliance. They look pretty superficial, so.
Yeah. And they brought some waters up to the guys that are upstairs. They all said they were good.
Yep, appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you.
Usually the fire department doesn't determine time of death. They usually will work the body, but if they get there and the person's already dead, then usually they don't really determine when the person died. That's usually almost always a paramedic or like a paramedic supervisor.
What's his last name? George? Appleby.
He's been going by Joe.
Did you see him cut her throat or anything?
I did. I was standing right there at the door when he did it.
So they were in the house when it happened?
Yeah.
And what happened? What was going on?
It is.
Were they arguing all day or what?
Not that I know of. I mean, we were right here. I'm working on my bike. He opened the screen door, and he told her to get the out. And then he grabbed her in the headlock and slit her throat right in front of me at the door.
Who called you?
No.
Who called? You called? All right, so then you saw that.
He said, you tell him, go back downstairs or I'm going to kill you.
He hit her with the baseball
You know?
bat before.
He been.
So what happened just today?
I was upstairs looking out the window, and we kept hearing a lot of bumping, and we like, oh, that's him with her, you know. So all of a sudden the door busted open, and he came. He had her around in the chokehold and had a big ass knife.
What's your name? I know you, but what's your name? Carla. My brain's going 100 miles an hour here. I'm trying to make sure.
He's not even allowed here.
George?
Or his sister won't let her here.
Let her or him? Him.
Her house. He wasn't allowed here because a couple weeks ago he hit her with a baseball bat and blacked the whole side of her.
What's your name? So all you guys live here? You staying here too, Whitey? No. No, where are you staying?
I'm staying in the tent.
Are you up behind Salvation Army? Okay, okay. It looks like there's only one entrance, so I'm going to put you at the bottom of the steps. Nobody comes or goes now. If you and Tallman want to switch, that's fine. Towsett and Rose are in Rose's car. He said he's okay.
Is he all right?
Says he's all right. So.
Need anything?
Nah.
You need us to check him out or anything?
Do
you want us to? Let's talk to him.
Just ask him if he's okay.
In Rose's car.
Yeah, he's in Rose's. I know he's squared away, so just ask him. Just make, thank you.
Yeah. Tallman.
Yeah. Dude, I'm blowing chucks. I feel like I'm gonna pass out.
You're okay.
The tub's just full of. Just give me some air for a second. I'll be right back.
Bro! I love how he chose the one place that you just can't clean normally, bro. Like, what the fuck?
All right, buddy.
Everybody's okay. Step in here, take your vest off, and sit down.
I threw up all over where I can't.
Take your vest off.
Did they break down the window, though?
I don't know. I didn't know where anybody was. I showed up the Halligan, and they set up here, so...
Well, I was handling that accident. How did this all come in? Did it come in through 911?
I was eating. I heard something about a 911. And I'm like, what the hell? So I'm eating, and I hear that there's a knife in somebody's throat or something. So I'm like, oh, you see my sitting on the desk. I just, obviously, you know what you do. And so they said, we need a Halligan. As I'm pulling up, I knew there was one in there. So I pulled where you need me. He said, I'm coming out. They said, okay, come out. He wasn't coming out. So they told me to start hitting the door, and I was just beating the shit out of the door.
Failing miserably at opening a door. That's what you were doing.
For a shot to come through the door, because I didn't know. So
With one of the best tools to open a door with, by the way.
So he's doing the same thing.
You can use that Halligan to open just about any fucking door, even industrial metal doors. But this fucking buffoon couldn't even do that.
Bam! And trying to bust that lock. I busted the lock out, but it must have been locked somewhere else or stuck.
Yeah, there was just a slide lock.
Okay, that's what. So
This guy's a joke. How is this guy a police officer? Like, for real? Bro, he's not sick because he ate that burrito. He's sick because he actually worked himself to the point of being sick. Just by hitting the door. That's why he got sick. I've seen it so many times that whenever I was at the academy, people throwing up because they overexhaust themselves or overexert themselves. Bro is throwing up because he actually overexerted himself. He's over here shitting himself now, too. How are you a cop, man? What are you going to do? Shoot somebody when they try to run from you? How are you going to chase after somebody?
The suspect, 59-year-old George Appleby, was pronounced dead at the scene. Investigators noted Appleby was known to police for decades of violent incidents. His girlfriend, 68-year-old Anita, survived the attack and was treated for cuts and stitches to her neck. Despite the trauma, she would ultimately go on to recover.
At some point in my career, I stopped counting arrests and started counting close calls, the ones where I walked out thinking I shouldn't still be here. I've answered calls that look calm on the surface and found out later they turned into full-blown hostage situations after I left. And that realization does scare you because it reminds you how fast a house, a hallway, or a locked door can turn into a place where you might have to take a life or lose yours. That's the headspace officer stepped into on this call. There was no warning, no build-up, just a victim.
Yeah, that dude that rounded the corner with that rifle, damn good.
Danger with no room for hesitation. And walking towards a door when you know violence is already in motion is courageous, but is also disciplined. And in those scary moments, your brain strips everything down to threat and protection because you're measuring danger you can't fully see and committing to a path you can't turn back from. And these officers had to move not because they were fearless, but because the victim inside was running out of time. And when you're the only barrier between a victim and a knife that's already drew blood, the weight of every choice hits even harder. Once you know the suspect has already crossed the line into deadly force, you stop thinking about negotiation and you start thinking about survival. And that's for the victim, not the officers, because most officers have made peace with those decisions. Some people will replay this shooting with the comfort of hindsight, maybe asking why he shot when the suspect only had a knife. That's because you don't negotiate with a threat that's already shown violence. You have to eliminate it. Now, what stayed with me in this clip wasn't the shot, but the moment after, because I realized how close the victim came to losing her life. And victory doesn't always feel good as a cop, because I've seen officers walk away from this job for good after the day they had to pull the trigger. And not because they were wrong, I just believe that living with the memory was heavier than anyone on the outside will ever understand.
Well, there it is. All right, boys, we rolling up out of here for the day. We out of this beach. See y'all tomorrow. Oh shit, it's Chase. Chase, man, you on late, man. See ya, Burgundy News. We'll be back on tomorrow, man. Bright and early, same time, same place. Y'all stay safe out there. Thanks for watching. I'll see, try to put a smile on someone's face. You might try to change their whole day or their whole life. You never know. I'll see you beautiful peoples tomorrow.
I don't ever slow up.
Peace.
Let's go. I wake up to a little bit of drool on my pillow, feel like it's gonna be a bad day. Yeah, I'm tired of shit, and the coffee ain't hit yet, damn, ain't that great. I don't wanna go to work, cause my boss is a jerk, and I'm not even that paid. I need a change in my life, cause I don't feel alive, and there's nothing that makes me happy. Hold my beer for a minute, I'm about to quit my job, cash in for a ticket. I'm going on a trip, and I don't plan to